Hey Magic community on YouTube, T1 Glistener Elf here. Gonna be trying to play a little bit of Magic Arena. I know it's been a while since I've played on stream, since I've played live for everybody. Reason being, this computer is not exactly a workhorse. Now I've turned basically everything down that I can. If we go to our graphics, it's not ideal. I know this may make some of the cards hard to read. I'm sorry for that, but I have it cut to 720p. The about everything else off. I don't actually remember what shenanigans were up with this. Oh, never mind. Okay, I answered that question. And then everything else off. Can't take that all the way off, can you? Nope. Nope. Alright, that's about it for that though. So hopefully this will be watchable. Hopefully it won't tax my computer to the point where it stutters or drops a ton of frames or anything like that. That said, if it does, let me know in the little chat box over here. If you're watching, yep, here. If you're watching live. Ay. All right. So as you can see, check out the gold, 26,500. I have a ton of gold because I haven't been spending it on anything, actual factual anything. So we're going to end up opening packs, just a bunch. That's all. Probably just a ton of Strixhaven. What's up, Mason? Long time no see. Oh, arr! The guy singing on the sea shanty sees ahoy, and immediately there we go. Now we have a few before we even spend gold. We have a few packs we can open. I say a few. I did not realize we had this many. So 16 before we spend a single gold. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Now, I have a two computer setup, so the way that this works is that I have my computer, and then separately over here is another laptop that is running the browser to make it a little bit less intensive on my computer. Hopefully everything will be fine. That said, when we were trying this out, was it day before yesterday, the computer kept crashing on me. It kept dying. Just just straight up would die. So if that happens, chat's gonna go out for a little bit. Nothing but a gold digger. Well, I mean, you're not necessarily wrong in TG strategies. By the way, howdy. I don't know if you've been in chat before, but good to see you. Good to see you chilling out, Max, and relaxing, all cool. So first things first, I guess I'll open some Strixhaven, and then as more people get in, it'll give me a chance to see, like, maybe people will have a different idea as to what I should open. So, boop. Oh, also, joy of it being in touch, you can open 10 at a time? I think I've maybe done this before. I know I've seen it done before. Let me check out what that looks like. I know this is maybe a little anticlimactic, you just having it happen all at once, but I'd like to see that happen one time. Everything else will be one at a time for sure. By the way, is everyone able to hear me pretty well? Ooh. Hi, Day of Judgment. I have Wrath of God, Day of Judgment, Settle the Wreckage. Just play the mono wrath deck, mono white, mono wraths, and then a bunch of flash shenanigans, I guess. All right, so completing that cycle shows it. Oh, hey, mythic rare wildcards. Even after having spent a bunch on random stuff, we still have 17 mythic rares. I don't invest in mythics all that much. It's mostly been rares for me. We'll even see. Oh, this is one of the ones on which I was considering spending them. You see. Maybe definitely we'll make some use of this. I guarantee it. I didn't remember that Day of Judgment was a mythic. I kind of hate that, to be honest. I pretty much strictly worse Wrath of God. No, strictly worse, right? Strictly worse Wrath of God is a mythic. That just feels wrong. Doomblade. Dies to Doomblade. Rip. Alright, you again. Radiant Scroll Wielder. Which one are you? Lifelink. So another one that gives them lifelink. Beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. Okay, so you can't cast it manaless, but you definitely don't need to. And it doesn't die to Bolt. Well, Bolt's banned in Historic anyway, so that's not a big deal. It doesn't die to Lightning Strike. It doesn't die to 2 mana, 3 damage removal. There we go. God's Willing for Feather, I guess. And then Hi, you. Alright, and then how do I see the other cards that would have shown up here? I guess we go into, Dex collection, and then they'll be the most recent ones. In other words, I'm looking for all the common. Okay, so we did pick up another Clever Lumimancer. That was a big one. Hmm. Hmm. Ahem. Anything that really jumps out at me? Not yet. Whirlwind Denial seems. Oh, okay. Cool looking Duress. Cool looking Village Rites. I guess that can go into the Rakdos Luris. It won't be Rakdos for long though. It'll be Grixis because Brainstorm is a card. So, as a result, I am contractually obligated. Now, the Snakeskin Veil will definitely make use of as well, and I think that actually makes my fourth Veil. Well, no, maybe I already had four, but in any case, I can just upgrade to have you in because you're pretty cool. You're pretty cool. It's a very technical reason for doing so. You're pretty cool. Hmm. I remember trying to make use of Maelstrom Muse, Experimental Expressionist. Which one are you? Magecraft 4/4 for 4 mana. When you cast or copy an instant sorcery, choose target creature you control. Until end of turn it games, if this creature would leave the battlefield, exile instead of putting it anywhere this turn. And when this creature, oh my goodness, this is a bunch. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Look at how much text there is. When this creature is put into exile, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Yeah, okay, Elemental Expressionist is a Yu-Gi-Oh card confirmed. It's not quite as bad as like needing a magnifying glass or a microscope to be able to see it, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Alright. Um hmm. Hmm. Quandrix Command. Okay. Okay. I genuinely considered playing this in Infect in Modern. So return target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Whatever. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Whatever. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. Okay, that's pretty good. You can imagine why that might be playable in Infect. And then target player shovels up to 3 target cards from their graveyard in their library. So, like a Gaia's Blessing. The main effect of Gaia's Blessing. The one when you actually cast it. And then draw a card. So it isn't great. The one thing that it does is something I would very much like to have, a permanent +2/+2 on an infect creature. But everything else, it doesn't justify the 3 mana. But maybe I could see myself running it in the sideboard as a catch-all, I suppose. Kasmina Narset is something I'm going to try out at some point. So Kasmina, it says each other planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of her, and she has a +2 scry 1. So with Narset, you can go -2, -2, and then you can go +2, -2, +2, -2, and you can just keep using Narset. I think that that's actually pretty important because Narset turns out to be really good against Brainstorm. You may have heard, you may have seen. So being able to play the two of them together. Also, Kasmina is in the best colors in Magic, or at least particularly recent Magic. Blue and green. You may have heard, have kind of broken the game. Not just lately, for some time, for years now. So maybe we'll get some more shenanigans to work with. But like a Kasmina Super Friends deck using Kasmina, Narset, and then whatever the heck I feel like. Let's see. If we could have... I remember one of the members of the Discord made a custom card suggestion for something like Collected Company, but for Planeswalkers. So Planeswalkers CMC 3 or lower. That would also allow me to play like Ashiok, for instance, Davriel, cards like that. Okay, so we got a decent bit. Let's open a few more packs and then see. Hey, what's up, Sinji? You made it. Da 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 da. Yeah, before we even got to, we haven't even spent any gold yet. There's gold in them dar hills. All right, maybe some call time, right? Maybe. All right, place your bets. Actually, the daily deal today was a Kaldheim pack for 900. So 900 is not really a deal, but we'll take it, I guess. It's better than 1,000. I'll take that for sure. Okay, Zawadu tree, the world tree, Dio's tree. It's even doing the Dio pose. That's the only reason the tree is doing that. It's not because that's how trees grow or anything. It's because it's making a JoJo reference. Okay. Okay, now, other than that, I guess this makes my 4th Skull Raid, which is good. I can use that for 8 rack. Yeah, I have a rack deck in here. Well, I guess it's not 8 rack. It's Davriel and Liliana are the 2 racks, so not really like the super friend version of an 8 rack deck, I guess. Aside from that, though, I guess we're good. Woo! Draw a card. Yay! I could see this being cool in Brawl. I may try Vega, partially because the name is Vega, and partially because that's just kind of a cool effect. So you run it with escape abilities, or just anything that works from the graveyard. It's neat. It's neat. It's pretty cool. Pretty silly. Pretty silly. How I haven't picked up one of you yet. Enters the battlefield, return target permanent card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. But it's 6 mana, or 2 and 4, so it's expensive for White Weenie. I think it also has a power that's too high for Dusk to Dawn, so I'm not especially crazy about it. Hey, another Mythic Wild card. Woo! 2 Mythic Wild cards before I get a rare Wild card. Let's go. It's the luck of the Irish, but not the potato famine luck, like the good luck, I guess. The pot of gold luck. There we go. Not the potato famine luck. Actually, I have some, if you were around when I was talking about my genealogy last time, I have some updates on that, because I did some more who is texting me in the middle of a stream, some more research. Oh, hi Trap. Trap is Trapexium. I think he's a magic stream. Oh, well, magic and whatever else he feels like. So he's like me, just streams everything. But he's a really cool dude. So go give him a follow on Twitter. I think he's at Trapexium. Death Touch, beginning of your upkeep. Ah, this thing. Is it bad that I recognized it from Throne of Death and not at all the creature? Not at all. I am 99% sure I have never actually seen Egon cast against me. It's always been Throne of Death instead. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay now. And then Glimpse the Cosmos. Look at the top 3. Put 1 in your hand, rest on the bottom. Okay, so it's a sorcery speed anticipate with something extra going on. As long as you control a giant. Okay, no one cares. No. No. Oh, another Vega. Insert Street. I was about to do Guile's theme. I was supposed to insert Street Fighter theme and then go into Guile's theme, but I don't remember Vegas. I think I might. Okay, the land destruction player in me loves the fact that I just got that. Me being the terrible person that I am, I have to make land destruction a thing in every possible format. So, you know, be expecting this at some point. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, some Throne. Fairy Tale set. See what we have this time around. Ooh, hi, Alliance. Oh, my second or third Castle Ardenvale. I believe my second. We'll take it. We can use that in Historic Auras as a, you know, it's not legendary, as a way to churn out more creatures in the late game if we happen to lose all of ours. It works. What's the Armadillo Coke flavor text? Don't laugh, it works. No one's laughing at a stream of 1/1s that are actually 10/10s though, so that's okay. Crystal, Glimmerbell. Oh, okay. So I don't have that many more rares left in Ikoria. They're almost all 4-ofs. In fact, I'll show you that before we move on to the next set. Before I actually start buying packs. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's go into decks. Go into collection. Sort by. Now I have at least 1 copy of every rare, so I don't need to sort by not collected. But let's go Ikoria, rare. We'll do rare and mythic so I can show those all. I don't have anywhere near as many mythics, of course. And 4 of, 4 of, 4 of, 3 of, 2 of. Okay, 4 of, 4 of, 4 of. Okay, you see a theme here. I opened a ton of Ikoria, partially because I just like the set, partially because I was opening until I had 4 of every Triome, because I'm going to be able to use those in everything. Now, this is having this many from a free-to-play player. I have not spent a penny. I will not spend a penny on this game. As a matter of principle, I don't spend money on free-to-play games. It's not just Magic. It's not a thing I have with Magic. It's just literally everything. Hey, Glimmerbell is so fun to do random crap with. You're right, Pure Works. I'm assuming the 5 is an S, right? Pure Works. Neat. Neat. All right. Oh, and I have my Black Wrath too. So Black White Wrath shenanigans. Not quite, but we can make it work. We can pretend it works. All right, and then we just, yeah. If anyone wants to take a look, 4 Luris, 4 Yorian, yada yada yada. You see where this is going. Oh, now we get into the mythics that I don't actually have. Whew. Okay, so now packs to actually open. Let's see. Get packs. There we go. Takes the same number of presses to do that versus store packs. So I don't know, why not? So I guess it makes sense to open some Strixhaven, partially because there's stuff that I would like, partially because there's a lot of stuff that I would like, and partially because it's the newest set. I'm at the point now where we're close enough to rotation that I'm going to try to just buy from the newer sets. Kaldheim on. Woo! Alright. I'll open... Okay, it's going to take a while if I open them one at a time. But, I don't know. I don't know how many I'd like to save. Oh, strategic planning. Okay. That's a neat art, I guess. It's kind of like a tamed version of an Alex Gray painting. Look at that eye. Alright. Daemogoth Titan? Going for like a Demon Gorgon, I guess. Something like that. But it attacks a block stack a creature. But it's an 11/10. Tokens? Even though those aren't really good token colors? I guess if we had like a Bitter Blossom, you could just do that forever and ever. And it doesn't have any form of evasion. Though, to be fair, if it did, that would be, technically speaking, stupid. So, let's not say we didn't, I guess. I guess it could be a ramp payoff in a deck that uses something like Gilded Goose or Llanowar Elves, and then once they've served their purpose, you can sack them for it to attack. I guess. Ramp into it, and then just let it be. Doesn't die to Doomblade. 2 OP. 2 OP, please nerf. Okay. We'll maybe get a few more. You know, how many are we going down to? How much does it cost? It costs 20,000 to enter one of the arena opens, right? I believe it's 20,000. Now, granted, I don't think that we have one coming up anytime too soon. And I'm not saving them so that I can get into one of those. But maybe at some point I'll enter. I haven't because, again, I don't spend money on this game. And then, you know, when it comes around, I'm not going to spend money to get enough gold to enter it, you know, when I'm 15,000 gold away. So I haven't invested in that yet. Invested, it's not an investment. I haven't gone to the trouble of actually joining that just yet. Maybe I will one day, though. Since there's not really anything that I feel as if I need to purchase, maybe I'll just save up and then, you know, buy gems when they're available, buy daily deals, daily deal packs or gold when they're available. And then if it shows up, it shows up. Maybe I'll buy one of the 5,000 gold draft tokens, but I still have one. Or I have two, excuse me. One I got from a Mastery Pass, one I got from a daily deal, I think. Or maybe they're both from Mastery Passes. And I just haven't drafted yet. I will at some point. If I'm going to, this would be the set to do it. Because there are cards you can't play in Historic, like Lightning Bolt, Natural Order. Cards I'm only going to be able to play in drafts. So if there's a time to do it, I guess it would be now, wouldn't it? Maybe. That'll be something neat to show off, I guess. Who'd like to see T1 Glistener draft? I'm going to find a way to draft Infect. It's going to be a clever, what is it, Clever Impersonator? Clever, that one. The 1 mana 0/1 with Magecraft. Magecraft +2/+2. Super prowess. Who wants to see me try that out? Maybe. Alright, we won't open all 10 at once. One at a time this time around. Like I said I would. Woo! Ooh, Tendrils of Agony. Okay. Okay, I have some Bolas Citadels. I could try to make that deck work. The Tendrils of Agony, Weather the Storm, Bolas Citadel, Herp Derp, here's my deck. So it's a bug or Sultai. You use Brainstorm to set the top of your deck, draw through your deck, all that jazz. Need enough ramp to get up to Citadel, ideally like turn, 3 or 4? And then just go crazy, just go to town. Woo, that's fun. That's always fun. It is interesting coming across a set with cards that can't actually help you in Standard. That's... Well, then again, standard isn't really a format I play too much, so I guess that's okay. I have standard decks, but I play it less than Brawl at this point. Uh, Historic, Brawl, Standard is the order here. Double Strike, Magecrat, return target non-legendary creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh, I could make that a thing. I could definitely make that a thing. Additional cost to cast the spell, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. Cost 2 less for each creature sacrificed this way. Cool, so it's a 2 mana. Each opponent sacks a creature, create a 3/6 black and red avatar creature token with haste, and whenever it attacks, it deals 3 damage to each opponent. Okay. 2 mana, they sack a creature, deals 6 damage. Okay, cool. I'm just building in that I'm going to have enough creatures to sack. Probably. Seems about right. Ay. Woo! Alright. And then yay, Revitalize. At least the art looks cool. And I guess I do have a deck that uses Revitalize, or at least used. Maybe I could change it. It's Yorion in Historic. Or Standard. Valentin, Dean of the Vein. Menace Lifelink. Oh, Menace Lifelink on a... Oh, it's a 1/1, though, for 1. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black and green pest with when it dies, you gain 1 life. It's a 1 mana 1/1 with 3, or count it 4 upsides? That's a lot. Am here. What's with all the money saved up for Anthology 4, but decided... Oh, I did actually buy Anthology 4. Rukulin, this is after Anthology 4. Yeah, I started out the video with, was it 26,500? After getting that. Here, let me show that off real quick. Let's see. Because I have actually... Remember I said I did Death Shadow? I made Death Shadow a thing. Let's sort Historic Anthology 4. Whee! Yeah, yeah. I just didn't have anything I was really, wanting to spend it on. That's all. I had at one point been keeping myself at around 2,000 gold, just buying packs. But, just nothing that jumped out at me, I guess. So I've just been saving up. If a daily deal comes up, then I'll get it. Thank you for adding me, by the way, when there's gems or a pack or something. Appreciate that. Appreciate. If there's an open at some point, I'll spend the 20,000. After I use up some draft tokens, maybe I'll get into sealed with it. How much does that cost? Nope, that's gems only. Never mind. So is it just draft that you can use gold on? 10,000. Alright, assume that I only get 2 wins. That's 2 packs and 250 gems. I know, I can do better than that, but I just assume, the average player will get 2.5 wins, round down. Just, usually that's an okay assumption. I mean, yeah, no, we're probably just going to do tokens for those at some point. I will eventually, I mentioned earlier, Rukulin, that I will eventually do drafts of Strixhaven because it features cards that I can't play anywhere else unless it's like a friendly brawl or something. Like Natural Order, Lightning Bolt. There is a side of me that definitely wants to go pack 1, pick 1 Natural Order and just make a whole deck around that. But because there are cards I can't play in Historic, I can only play there. On the one hand, that kind of incentivizes me to play draft. On the other hand, I guess it disincentivizes me to because the cards may be less valuable. As a result, I won't be able to use them as many places. But I don't know, we get an experience there you wouldn't get otherwise. So, okay. And to be fair, when you do paper Strixhaven draft, I can then turn around and use that Natural Order for Eternal formats. I wouldn't be able to here. So actually, I'm talking myself out of it. Yeah, maybe we won't. Maybe not. Oh, this is the one that cost 5,000. What is it? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Still not worth it. You have to get 7 wins to get 2 packs. I don't know about that, Chief. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that the coffee is still beyond scalding, but I'm a glutton for punishment. So, ooh, nice duress. Who's the artist for that? Christina Calentes. I don't recognize that name. I'm sure if I saw some other arts, pieces of art that would jump out at me. You again. Hi, Demogorgon. Bye, Demogorgon. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Thrill and Cathartic Reunion and Faithless Looting. I'm okay with that. Yeah. You know, the Scarlet Letter, well, we have the, what, Azure Letter now. Or X marks the spot. Let's go with that. Strixhaven doesn't have great targets for natural order. I believe you. I believe you. Well, we did just see one of them, but no. An 11-10 that has to sack a creature. No. When you already had to sack a creature to get it out in the first place with natural order. What's Manifestation Sage's deal? 0/0 green and blue with put X plus one plus three. Okay, number of cards in your hand. Okay, cool. So you get a 2/2 and with my luck a 1/1. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Hopefully not. Okay. Well, we've seen better, but maybe we could make that a thing in Brawl. Not really. Oh wait, we could make copies. Oh, whatever. Abundant Harvest. Land or non-land. Oh, wait a minute. I remember seeing this is a thing in the Citadel Tendrils deck. That's right. To make sure, choose land or non-land, reveal cards, blah 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 blah. Put that in the hand, the rest on bottom in a random order. Actually, no, wait. It does see play. It doesn't do quite what I thought it did. It doesn't set the top of the deck in any way. And sadly, the cards go in a random order, so it's not like, what's it called? Recross the Paths, where you can stack your deck if you don't have any targets for it. Like if you're completely out of lands, you can't stack your deck like you could have. Has only drawn Secret Lair Serum Visions. Yeah, I believe you. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Let's see. Ifrit Flame Painter. Ifrit Flame Painter. Double strike 1/4. Okay, we're off to a start. Deals combat damage to a player. You may cast target instant sorcery from. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. So it's an expensive Arcanist lookalike, I guess. It's on combat damage instead of attacking. But it also has double strike, and so it can hit twice. Huh. If it weren't 4 mana, I could find a way to make that work. Even so, in Standard, I might still be able to find a way to make that work, but dang, that's a lot. By 4 mana, I don't know if that's enough. Excuse me, enough. Oh, hi. Hi, you again, Abundant Harvest. Harvest! Wait, I have to make the JoJo reference. Access Tunnel, Secret Tunnel. Power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. So I could try to make this a thing in like some of the Infect EDH decks that I have. They're already running Rogue's Passage. With ones that stack a bunch of equipment onto a creature, these won't be as good because by that point it'll already be outside of Access Tunnel range. But for some of the others, maybe. Like there's enough instant speed, or not even necessarily instant speed, just non-equipment based pumps in mono green, for example. We may be able to make that work. Harmonize. Okay. Cool. Green gets draw 3. Let's go. Woo! Woo! To be fair, black gets a draw 3, lose half your life, and blue gets a draw 3, skip your next turn. So, shouts to Feline Longmore for playing that card to death. What is it? Not Cunning. Maybe it is Cunning Insight. It's the one with the little kid doing the meditate, the cross legs, but he's snarky. His face. Gonna put one in your Eureka deck once you get yourself a Japanese Strixhaven box. I know you haven't made a video in a hot minute, but if you do like a box opening video, I will watch the heck out of that, Rugalin. Rust Rebirth. Okay. Okay, I think I burned up all the luck earlier on the previous packs. I don't know what we're getting now. I don't know what we're doing now. Dream Strix. Okay. When it dies, learn. No. This is a bad Delver. It's 3 mana Delver. When it dies, learn. And it dies when it becomes the target of a spell. Yeesh. Yeesh. Doesn't even have to kill it in order to make it die. Oh, not the box opening kind of person. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I guess I wouldn't normally, but every now and then I don't mind. It happens so infrequently for me, though. I guess it hasn't gotten old just yet. So now we have 10 rares. And we haven't, aside from what we just got, we haven't opened any Mystical Archives. I haven't pulled Mystical Archive shenanigans. So we're definitely going to go for, you know what, we'll drop down to 10,000. I'll open 5 more packs. See if we can manage to pull a Brainstorm instead. Maybe. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. 1, 2, 3. Still keep it at a 5-digit number, though, for no reason. So how's everybody's day been? How have you all been chilling out? Chilling out max and relaxing all cool. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. It is hot in here. There have been previous streams where it's hot enough I like unbutton the shirt, but thankfully we have a working fan now, so I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to appease the gods of YouTube. Ooh, memory lapse. Okay. Okay, so there is an artifact. It's a 2-mana artifact. Wasn't even a quarter of his guy in what? Okay. Story in just a sec. Ruklin says a guy in WhatsApp group you're in sent a picture of his English set booster box results, though. He had 3 Teferi's protection, one of which was foil and even a scroll rack. Wasn't even a quarter of his... Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's neat. That's cool. All of the Teferi's protection. So the foil one for your EDH deck, and then actually I'm sure he has way too many. Like what I say, I cannot think of a single EDH player I know, unless someone is just getting started, that has only one EDH deck. That's just not a thing. And so that means that there's one for every EDH deck that's playing white, right? Playing Apex Legends, well, cool. Shinji. I keep wanting to say Shinji, like the Evangelion character. Shinji. Anyway, so story. There is a 2-mana artifact, Isochron Scepter, I believe is its name. When it enters the battlefield, imprint an instant or sorcery, or an instant, CMC 2 or less onto it, and then you pay 2 and tap it, and you get to cast that one again. Memory Lapse is silly. You counter the spell, and then you put it on top of their deck, so that they have to draw that next turn. And you basically force your opponent to not play a spell every turn so that they can keep trying to draw new cards. Otherwise, you're just going to force them to keep drawing the same thing over and over again. It's not fun. This thing is not legal in Modern, as it wait, is it? It's not now, right? No? Please not Modern Horizons 2? Please? No? That would be a little obnoxious. Just a bit. Just a lot. At least with something like Remand, if it's a cheap spell, they can cast it right again. I've done that as an Infect player. Storm player will Remand. Okay, cast Scale Up again. At least they get to draw a card, though, right? With Memory Lapse, you can't cast it again. You just have to wait. Very aware. Yes, I strongly suspect that's right. Very aware of Isochron Scepter. Yeah, I believe it. This is a format where Cyclonic Rift is already, like the most played blue card? Price notwithstanding, I imagine it would be. Alright, tempted by the... Auric? Sorry, let me just beat my microphone real quick so that it sounds like a drum. Quandrix Prodigy. Oh, hi! It's low resolution and my screen is dim, but... Oh, maybe it's like a throwback to... No, Teferi was bald back then. Or not bald, but like super short hair. maybe. I thought it might be a Teferi throwback. Dramatic Reversal is the most common infinite combo in EDH. I am fortunate that I don't remember what Dramatic Reversal. I mean, I'm sure if I saw it. Oh yeah, that card, but just by the name, I don't. Let's see. Woo! Alright. Anyway, land card from your hand on the battlefield tapped. Draw a card if you control 8 or more lands. Draw 2 cards instead. Okay, I'll be playing you in Brawl. That seems cool by me. Alright, a few more. Let's see. Oh, they have Leon in here. Oh yeah, of course they do. I remember seeing you, and I guess it didn't register that you were a Leonin. You're just a cat. They're all cats to me. All right. So a Johnny, if he got into, you know what that kind of reminds me of? Imagine a magical version of the Butler from Helsing, Helsing Ultimate. Oh, I'm sure Walter. Walter, there we go. That's what he's doing. He's got the piano wire all around him. Untap all non-land permanents you control. Untap your scepter and any mana rocks. Yep. Yep, that will do it. That will do it. So all the setup that I have to do in my Captain Sisay deck to start untapping everything, and they get to do it in 2 cards? Yeah. What can you do? Oh, yeah. Now that said, with the fan on, I'm going to be... The hair is dancing around in front of my face the whole time. That's not fun. All right, oh, wait a minute. You're banned in Historic. But still... wait, are you? You'd better be. If that's not banned in Historic... I know Dark Ritual is banned, so it's not going to be as broken anyway, but... Don't let me forget to look that up. That looks silly. I want to make use of this. Mind's Desire that hits it. Now, if Mind's Desire hits Mind's Desire, you may play this card without paying its mana cost. I'm trying to remember if that procs Storm on the next one. I think it might, but I'd have to look at it again to make sure. Copy it for each spell, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because you have to actually cast the spell for Storm to go off, and the usage here of you may play that card. I know that means that's allowing for you to use lands. It's legal, you think? Yeah, it storms off further. Okay. Yeah, the usage of you may play that card kind of made it a little bit ambiguous, but they say play because if you hit a land, you can still use Mind's Desire to play it. So yeah, if you cast it again, well, there you go. Mind's Desire is not unrestricted in any format. Even in Vintage, it's still restricted. So it never comes up. So I didn't know. But yeah, now we know. Woo! Woo! Da 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 da. This is so silly. Okay, that said, if it is legal as a 4-of in this format, Mind's Desire into Mind's Desire is 1000% something I'm going to try to do. I will find a way. If there's no other format where that can even be a thing, I will make it a thing. The actual answer is that you probably wouldn't worry about it because you can just win off of like Citadel Tendrils, for instance. At that point, it's probably superfluous. It's probably not necessary. But if you can, why not? There you go. Rowan and Will on the same card. I remember you. Once again, Will, on the one hand, I guess, showing up over Rowan. He's clearly the more powerful one, but on the other hand, his mana cost is higher, so you expect that. I remember when Teferi came out, Teferi Hero of Dominaria, people were saying, well, he's more powerful than Jace. Well, yeah, he's 2 colors and cost 1 more mana. You hope he's more powerful than Jace. On the other hand, Oko was 1 mana less and an extra color, and was definitely more powerful than Jace. As much as I tried to resist that urge for as long as possible, I missed a couple of messages. The banned are only available in sealed packs, not in packed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did miss that. Only in draft and seal. Good to know. Well, here we go. Ta-da! I know I can spend wild cards on them if I feel like it, but then I wouldn't get to play them anywhere. That said, if anyone watching this makes like a deck with some of those cards and wants me to spend wild cards on some of them, I will. Broken Magic versus Broken Magic, I guess. Hmm. Okie dokie. Woo! We do have more. Oh, oops. Oops. I missed it. Alright. Ooh, okay. Beautiful looking Adventurous Impulse. 10 billion times better than the original. I just look at it. The art also reminds me of a stylized version of probably my favorite forest. Well, that's an actual forest, not like Dryad Arbor. Because it's actually no, even my favorite Dryad Arbor, from the Vault one. Both of them feature trees in autumn, so you can see them start to turn red. Well, that's what's going on at the top of this one. My favorite forest is one of the Avacyn restored ones. I'll see if I can post a picture of it from Scryfall or whatnot later on in Discord. Not right now, though. Not in the middle of the stream. Sedgemoor Witch. Menace Ward Magecraft. 1-1. Okay, and Ward is whenever becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter unless that player pays the ward cost. Not a problem, I imagine. Most of the time. Well, then again, maybe we could make like a Rakdos deck that could tax their life total so much that eventually it gets to be a problem. Maybe. But I don't know. And then you even have pests that gain you 1 life for the Mirror Breaker, I guess. Like, if you get into that state, they can chump block for you and they gain life. So, okay. Maybe we could use that. Like a counter aggro strategy. Duress again? Woo! All the Duress. Exponential growth. Until end of turn, double target creature's power X times. Ward's evergreen now. Woo! Yep. Yep. Oh, hey. Okay, so 6 mana, double it twice. So times 2, and then times 2 again, so times 4. 8 mana times 10. Yay. Good friend exponential growth. Woo! Gotta love it. If you can just make a ton of mana. It's make your own electrostatic pummeler. That's basically what the card is. Make your own electrostatic pummeler. Yeah, and there is a 1 mana 1/1 with trample. You'd have to go quite a ways out of your way to make it a lethal creature. But along with other more efficient pump spells, maybe? No, not really. I'm stretching. I'm stretching. I mean, I can think of a certain 4/4 that's been haunting Standard for a while that might be able to make use of this, maybe. A certain 4 mana 4/4. Alright. Hello? There it goes. I guess we'll call it for now. As far as getting packed. Maybe a few more. Maybe. There's definitely a side of me that wants to keep going for some Mystical Archive shenanigans. That's what happens when you just start opening a set. You don't get... I've made like 2% vault... Not even 2% vault progress. Not much at all. One more to put me at 4 digits. Nope. Resist the urge. Well, why? What am I going to spend the gold on? I'll keep it up at 5,000 because that's the most expensive thing I come across in a daily deal is a draft token for 5,000. So I'll keep it there just in case. But otherwise, I guess we're good to go down a little further. Plus, we'll end up getting some gold from the actual games themselves, so it works out. It'll be alright. Use it with Sylvala to make way too much mana. That sounds silly. I may do just that. Maybe. You know me. Ooh, regrowth. Ooh, okay. I've considered putting this into Modern, actually. Unfortunately, I haven't yet because there's a 0 mana version that puts it on top of your deck instead of into your hand. Granted, it works for permanents, and this works for anything. So for Infect, that's usually what I'll need instead, and you use it in Prowess decks and so on. But you can use Regrowth to, 1, for flexibility, you can get back whatever you'd like. 2, if a card would put you up on card advantage, then using Regrowth to get it back just keeps netting you card advantage. So, yeah, this thing, there was a time when this was banned in Legacy, no joke, and now it's in Modern, so it's just too slow. It's way too slow. But a control deck that has green in it can make use of it. That's always fun. Yay. Good times. Good times. Alright, Infuriate for the 45th time. Why does this look like an Eldrazi? all the arms, I guess, but it totally looks like an Eldrazi to me. And it's colorless too, so that helps. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy that spell. Okay. Huh. Huh. And then each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library. You may reveal a land or an instant or sorcery from among them. Each player puts the cards they revealed this way into their hand, and the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. No, I'm not a huge fan of that. You're spending 3 mana, so it's resource intensive for something that you and your opponent get to make use of. So, probably not. Just going out on a limb and say probably not. And it's a sorcery, so you can't even do it at the end of your opponent's turn. If you mean Noxus Revival, that works on any card. What's the one I'm thinking of that's just permanence? You're right. That works on any card. But what's the one I'm thinking of that's... Oh, never mind. Ay. Wait a minute. Oh. No, I am getting mixed up. There's another one that works on only permanence, but it puts it in your hand. This is the kind of thing that if I were just in the Discord server, I would look up before I said, because I don't want to misinform somebody. But, you know, the joy of doing it live, I guess. I appreciate that there's someone in chat that can check that out to make sure. Oops. It's an Eldrazi doing the, like, Buddha hand, multi-hand thing. Nature Spiral, there we go. Accomplished Alchemist. Add 1, okay, so 4 mana, add 1 mana of any color. Add X mana of any one color, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. That's more like it. Okay, in green, where life gain is secondary, but it happens. Yeah. I'm trying to think of if there's any way to go infinite with this thing. Well, even if you can't go infinite, that can still make a ton of mana, I'm sure. So we'll figure it out. I'll figure out a way to make it a thing. I'll figure out a way. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I have other things I care for first. It's one of yet another side project, I guess. Let's see. Silver Quill Silencer. Aha, you again. Okay, cool. So 3/2, whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen name, lose 3 life and you draw a card. Now it is a human. It's the same creature type as Meddling Mage. So you can use Meddling Mage to shut down the casting of a card at all. You can use this if you already know what's in their hand or you suspect what's coming. You won't be able to actually deprive them of the usage of that card, but at the very least you get to draw a card to replace it, if you can make a hard read on that. Also, it's a 3/2 instead of a 2/2. So if you're running, say, Esper Humans, you actually might be able to make something out of this. That said, it's clearly no Meddling Mage. It's clearly not that good. I'm stretching, but plenty of people who are better Magic players than I have noted it just doesn't do enough. It's not actually prohibiting the opponent from doing anything. You just have a chance of maintaining card advantage. No, to be fair, it's not you gain life, it's they lose 3 life. So if you're playing a human aggro deck, maybe you can get them close enough to get them to 3 or lower, and they won't be able to cast it regardless. So I guess it does have that going for it. I guess. Maybe. I say Esper Humans. It could go for more colors than that, because we do have Unclaimed Territory and Ancient Ziggurat here. Oh, hi. We get a second Fury Calm Snarl. Fury Calm Snarl. That's called being a cat. I'm pretty sure. Okay. And then Stormkiln Artist. For each artifact you control... I mean, one ability cares about having a bunch of artifacts, another cares about instants and sorceries. No? It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, now we're stopping. No mas. We'll actually go and get some cards now. So let's look through the Mystic Archives. How many rares am I at now? 12. Alright. So let's see. Mystical Archives. Mystical, dude. Dude. Not collected, so... Oh yeah, it'll show me all the ones I just got. Let me hover over them so that it'll, Oh. Whee! Start to sort them the way that it normally would. Alright, and then there we go. Okay, oh, but now it looks a lot uglier. having dark, dark, light, dark, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Yeah. Let's see. Hi, Teferi's Protection. Oh, that's a mythic too. That makes it even more impressive. Alright, yay, Proliferate. If I want to run some Super Friend shenanigans. Appreciate that we have Phyrexian mana here now. Good old counterspell. Let's see. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, what was the one I was supposed... No, we already looked it up. You're right. Anything that I could pull from a pack would not be illegal. Would not be banned. Inquo. Yeah, I'm going to invest in you at some point, I'm sure. Between Thoughtseize and Inquo, I just want to be that player. The one that cares about instant sorceries makes artifacts. That is fair. That is fair. You're right. It makes treasure tokens, so it does buff itself there. If you want to go all in on one of them, at least you have that as an option. It is 4 mana, though, so I don't know. By the time that you get to you have to cast it for 4 mana, and then by the time that you get to the point that you're making treasure tokens, you're investing even more mana into it. But you are right. That is true. Hey, there's D-Tutor. Sign him. Okay. Trying to think of any way to make, with D-Tutor out and Dark Ritual out, any way to make mono black able to play a Tendrils deck, make it a Tendrils deck. And I don't know that we can, but we have Tainted Pact, and you know me. Black doesn't have enough ramp, I think, to make it work. And without Dark Ritual, replacing its mana in Historic is a bit of an issue. Red has ways to do that. Green obviously has ways to do that. But I'm not sure about mono black. I'm sure I could look that up really quickly. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah. So someone pointed out, hey, what's up, Justin? Good to see you again. It's not great in competitive formats, but for EDH, it's pretty neat. Now, if you missed the controversy about this, Jason Felix apparently ended up tracing somebody else's Nicol Bolas art, and it's just the same pose as what someone made for like a fan art or something. It's not it's not great. It's not ideal. I remember not what's the magic equivalent of the onion. one of those Twitter accounts made a inspect element change to an article saying that they were banning Jason Felix because he didn't. It's not the fact that he altered, that he traced it, it's that he didn't make sure to maintain Nicol Bolas. Oh, wait a minute, I can't say that. This is a family safe stream. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just going to say go look that up, or I'll post it in the Not Safe for Work in the Discord. There we go. Something about the art was missing. This box cover for like a Z tier movie. This looks like the box cover for something like Birdemic, where it would be so bad it would be good. Or The Bulk. Maybe not The Room. Well, maybe The Room, actually. Something like that. What's another movie that's so terrible, but everyone loves making fun of it? Plan 9 from Outer Space. Stuff like that. All of the infuriates. Huh. Okay. I was trying to see if that art reminded me of anyone. Hi, Bolt. Hi, Shock. Hey, Grape Shot. Oh, wait a minute, though. Tendrils, black may not have anything to ramp itself especially hard, but red sure does. Grape Shot and Burgie at the very least, so that I can continue making mana, and then use cards that filter like Faithless Looting, Thrill, Reunion. I'm trying to see how I would make it all the way up to a lethal Grape Shot, though, instead of just like a crowd control Grape Shot. If I'm going to spend that many cards. Ooh. Kefnet X Stone Rain. God Eternal Kefnet X Stone Rain. A match made in Rakdos. Let's go with that. A match made in Rakdos. Yeah, you made a friend. Burgie Grinning Ignis. Yes, Grinning... Wait, is Grinning Ignis in Historic? Grinning Ignis. That's the one that you pay red to return it to your hand, and you make red colorless, I think. If we're thinking of the same card. But yeah, that would be infinite. That would be... Because you would gain red for each time thanks to Burgie. You would just be able to go. Boop, 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 boop. I think I remember using Grinning Ignis in Animar, at least in one draft of it. It's in standard? Oh yeah, it's not going to show up right now. All right, now I should be able to. So it probably would have been faster for me to just go back through and sort the shenanigans out. It almost certainly would have. It's in standard. That tells you how much attention I was paying to Strixhaven spoilers, because how did I miss that? Ah! Alright, so just any when another creature enters the battlefield ability lets you go infinite. Hi again. Oh, thank you, Justin. Appreciate the 7. Okay. Well, now I want to make some use out of that. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have a standard deck I'd like to try out then. Okay, that just made my day. Have a loaf of bread for me. Yeah, Ruklin, you missed the conversation on I know you were here for part of the stream, but I think you missed the conversation on Monday about how there was a time when I did not have a place to live, when I was homeless, and I pretty much just ate bread. So I have it's a good thing I'm not the kind of person that necessarily cares all. Actually, I'm not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg. I'm not sure if my feeling like I don't need to eat ever came from that time, or if I had it beforehand. But yeah, you would never guess that the guy that is perpetually skinny as a stick doesn't like to eat. I wonder if that might be where that came from. Yeah, it's okay. You have a lot. For as tough of a time as that was, it certainly helps you with developing empathy when you have a rough patch like that. It's not infinite mana. You're right. So it is an infinite mana, but it would go infinite with any another creature enter the battlefield ability. Yeah, I had friends that took me in after that, and then I moved in with my folks after that. So I had a support system to help get me through it. If it were just me on my own though, that would be we'd be in a very different place. The story ends differently. Or hopefully doesn't end yet. Hopefully not, but oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. And sadly, neither Grinning Ignis nor Burgie would trigger something like Magecraft. But I'll look through to see what I can find as far here. Another creature enter. That should be enough. Oh, let's look through just standard actually. Oh, hello. Thank you. Alright. So something like this would be infinite life. Already I see Daxo's Grinning Ignis. Already we have an infinite life combo. Woo. Let's see if we can keep it to mono red though. Oh, infinite damage. Although with Terror of the Peaks, usually when you resolve Terror of the Peaks and get to untap with it, you've won the game regardless. So that's usually not that big of a deal. Like, we're already talking about 5 mana. I mean, I guess it's a thing, but it's sort of win more by that point. Most of the time, I would imagine. It's not sacrifice. And that's... Okay, these are when they enter, not Terror of the Peaks, when another creature enters. So let's go back to every color. So infinite life, infinite damage. Those are what we're working with so far. Also infinite life. So we have a few different ways to make infinite life here. Not an angel. So it's an elemental. Grinning Ignis is an elemental, in case that matters. Creature type shenanigans. Alright. And I believe it's just an elemental. It wouldn't have any party types. It doesn't like to party. Or another non-human creature. Infinite draw discard. Draw discard. Okay. And then this one cares about or another rogue. I'll go back to check just to make sure that it's only an elemental. And it's not black. Woe Strider. And then we're back to red. This technically works, but we'd have to have extra mana to go with it in order to make it have more counters. Whenever another creature named Gladewalk Ritualist enters the battle... Oh, okay. Has to be that name. Hi, you. Green creature. Thorn Mammoth, so infinite fights, but that's 7 mana. Just an elemental. Yeah, that's a drag. Okay, it doesn't gain any counters, so that doesn't help there. Return another creature you control to its owner's hand. No. You could, I would think, activate the ability and then in response Neon Beat, but that doesn't do you much. You just gain some life. For 2 mana. We already have a way to go infinite anyway. Whenever you gain life, blah, 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 blah. What's your shtick? What's your shtick? I'm thinking. Enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+, so infinite +1/+1 counters, but it doesn't have any form of evasion, so 3 mana infinity shenanigans going on. If the you know what? Actually, Bloodline Pretender in an Elementals deck, where you can use Elemental aggro or mid-range as sort of the backup plan, and then, if you happen to be able to go infinite, now you have an infinity creature. Not actually, you can't go truly infinite, just arbitrarily large. Anytime I say infinite, that means arbitrarily large. Enters the battlefield if you control 2 or more. Okay. Okay, so that's what we have to work with right now, at least based on this syntax. Another creature enters. How about, instead of another, let's say creature you control, and then... Nope, I was worried about that. Well, actually, maybe the quotations don't work the way that I think that they do on here. There we are. Yeah, maybe that doesn't work. I'll try that in Scryfall at some point later on. See if it may just be, oh, wait a minute. It might help if I had only 1 space here, perhaps. Now maybe it'll work. Alright. Oops. Hey, that's more like it. Okay, we're good now. Creature you control. So this way, if it says, instead of another, it says a creature you control, then we should be able to get it to work. Oh, get rid of you. So we have 2 different ways to gain infinite life. But because this is MTG Arena, and effectively each turn has a pretty short clock, I don't even know how much life we'd be able to gain. This isn't Dark Souls. Yeah, CJ. Finally, I'm playing MTG Arena again. It looks, hopefully, like my computer's cooperating. I only had to turn all of the settings down. Under your control. That's a good one. That's a good one. Creature you control. We'll do that next. Creature you control, under your control. Let's see. That's a good way to do it, though. T1 Glistener Elf makes random noises. The stream. I'm sure, because of the existence of just chatting on Twitch, I'm sure stuff like that can actually work. Random noises. Enters the battlefield. Oh, no, that's when it enters the battlefield. Wingspan Mentor. Yeah, it's just you. Just you. Huh. Oh, it's die. It's return to owner's hand rather than sacrifice, so that wouldn't work. Otherwise, we'd have infinite draining we could do here. That would be cool. Enters the battlefield, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Mortal come. Oh, my voice is soothing. Hey, I appreciate that. Someone got 10,000 viewers on Twitch literally watching paint dry. I don't understand. So, fun fact, when I have 2 browsers on my computer. Well, at least 2. Okay, never mind. I know I have more than that. But I have Firefox and Chrome. Firefox I've been using as my primary one, and so I've seen Twitch streams on there. And so at this point, my home screen on Twitch on Firefox actually knows what's up. It knows I like Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. Basically, it knows that I love FromSoft. But then on Chrome, I went to the twitch.tv, and it doesn't, as far as I'm aware anyway, it doesn't have a record. I wasn't logged in or anything. It doesn't have a record of what I like to watch on there. And so the first category that it showed, at the top of the screen, there was some sort of ESA or GDQ, some sort of speedrunning marathon that was on, and it showed the top half of the screen was that. But below that, the first one was just chatting, and every single one was like a girl wearing a bikini. And so to someone who hasn't been on Twitch before, maybe it's just weird luck. Yeah, and you use operative to Google. No, no, I do not. But I found it interesting that to presumably someone who hadn't been to Twitch before, that's what it accidentally ended up showing first. Maybe that was just some weird luck, and that wouldn't normally be the case. But on the other hand, because just chatting encompasses so many things, it is by its nature pretty flexible. Maybe that would be one of the first ones to show up. I am a little bit surprised that stuff like that, streams like that, don't end up getting segregated into their own space, because advertisers, as we know from YouTube, as I have to experience with YouTube, advertisers don't usually tend to like being on that kind of stuff. It's not even necessarily sexual. Like here in the US, WWE is still a big thing. Oh, that's incognito mode. WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, right? And, I guess it is dudes not wearing shirts. I guess there is that. But otherwise, even though millions of people watch it, it still doesn't get good ad ratings. Like, you can't pay that much. Well, I mean, you don't need to pay that much to advertise during WWE when it's not pay-per-view, when it's just on normal cable TV, because advertisers don't usually want to be associated with, like, people hitting each other with chairs and, and stuff like that. For YouTube, I have to go through all of my videos whenever I put up a new one, and then say, this doesn't have violence, this doesn't have cursing, this doesn't have da 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 da. Because if I do, it changes what kinds of ads can show, and that'll lower the amount that I would make per video, because fewer companies are going to want to bid for those ad slots. I would imagine that for Twitch, it's either the same thing or it's going to be the same thing at some point. If Twitch gets an overall reputation for that sort of thing, that it can lower their ad rates to the point where Twitch won't get rid of it altogether. It just may quarantine it to its own section so that advertisers can say, we're okay with this kind, and so we will still bid for these ads. If you're too family friendly, you get sent. Yes, that is indeed correct. Some of my videos with Evangeline have their comments disabled automatically, because YouTube's algorithm figured out that, oh, there's a kid in this video, it must be for kids. Which for some of them, I guess that's to be fair. Like if I think one of the Pokemon channel ones maybe has its comments taken off. That's fine. I get that. It's understood. But the algorithm will invariably, it's better for YouTube to be too cautious than not cautious enough. And Twitch, I guess, is kind of going in the opposite direction. Not going in the opposite direction, just is currently on the other side of that, in my estimation. Then again, YouTube went out of their way to talk to investors saying, we're the number one from 6 to 12, which they're not supposed to be able to track. As far as I'm aware, Twitch doesn't do anything like that. They don't track the ages of people who are not logged in, for instance. Government mandated string of swear words to ward off. Beep, 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 beep. Youngling style. Definitely for kids. Well, I did almost have a not safe for work reference made earlier, so hopefully we've moved ourselves out of that area. Hopefully. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see if we can find a few more. Yeah. Normally I don't care about that sort of thing. I think it's kind of silly that we still, freak out collectively as a society when a girl's not wearing a shirt or something. It still seems kind of weird to me. It's the kind of thing that if it were seen all the time, it wouldn't be special anymore. It would just be a thing. I guess. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, so this would be infinite. No, no, it wouldn't. So every time it comes in, it would come in with a +1/+1 counter, but they wouldn't stack up because it keeps returning to hand. So we could make that work with the Hydra, because it would make this infinity, infinity. But we already have an easier way to get an infinitely large creature, so that's a little unnecessary. We don't need that kind of combo. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. I want to make this a thing so badly, and if I have to go for infinite life, we will. But because you have a limit on the number of times you wait a minute, no, don't. Maybe you don't. In on Arena, you know how there's not like a timer for the whole round like there is in MTGO, but maybe whenever you take an action, it gives you a little bit of time back, right? So if you do it quickly enough, maybe you couldn't run out of time as you do the loop. Maybe, but I could be wrong. Or even if I'm right, maybe it takes so long to actually manually do it that you wouldn't realistically be able to get a large number out of it. Huh, okay. So then there's one more, and it's Rukalin's suggestion, which is under your control. Let's see. And this is the last one I'll do for right now. Under your control. Oh, hi. First day of class. Instant. All right. +1/+1 counter. Okay, yeah, that doesn't help us, unfortunately. Does it? No, it's not learned for each time it happened, in which case that would be silly. That would be awesome. It's not. It's only a creature. It's not an artifact or an enchantment, so no constellation shenanigans, alas. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to see a lot of the same thing over and over again. But the different wording actually puts Celebrant back on the map. So we have two different ways to gain infinite life with this in a Boros deck. Which Lightning Helix is actually allowed, isn't it? I know Lightning Bolt is banned, but Lightning Helix is around. So I guess Boros could be a thing. I would, of course, run Settler Wreckage, as I would, as you do. Vehicle, okay. Here, I'm gonna skip. I was about to say I'm gonna skip straight over to red, but we're almost done anyway. So here's infinite draw discard, which there's already an infinite combo you can do with Locust God. So I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it. Or actually, maybe you could put both of them in the same deck. You'd have two combos there. The Locust God says that whenever you draw a card, you put in a 1/1 Locust with Flying and Haste, or Insect token with Flying and Haste, and then because it's not a human, when it enters the battlefield, draw a discard. Well, that just lets you do it any number of times. Yeah, woo! And it's not a must; it's a may, so you don't mill yourself out by doing so. That's already an infinite combo, and I guess we could also put Sage in with this Burgy Grinning Ignis deck and maybe make it work. Maybe. I'm just hoping. Hoping. Crossing fingers, Hidden Dragon. That's only when it enters the battlefield. Alright. And we still have our infinite damage we can do with Terror. Honestly, that's probably good enough. And the insects, yes, I think I may have missed that, but I think I mentioned they have Flying and Haste. Yeah, so even if you you make infinite tokens, then you just kill them that turn. Yeah, it's great. Well, I say infinite, not infinite, but like whatever. Arbitrarily large number. If you have enough cards in your deck, you can make 69 insect tokens and then just kill them that way. Yeah, I guess we could just go for like a Boros Terror life gain, infinite life gain deck. That's something that we'll see me do on another day. But for now, let's do what we were going to do earlier when we started out trying to do. Mystical Archive, stuff that's not collected. I'm going to skip straight to blue. One. Alright, so we have 12 rares right now. So far, this would be the only blue card in Grixis Pyromancer, if I were to run that. I'm not sure that I am just yet. So, the next ones would be Inquisition of Kozilek. What do we want to run today? I will invest in Inquos anyway, so I might as well get them now. It's a rare. I'm not likely to pull them. If we're in Historic, we might as well go with Grapeshot and or Tendrils. Yeah, that's fair. Grapeshot, if I have enough mana for it. Oh, wait a minute. We could still do Grapeshot. So, with Burgee and Grinning Ignis, you don't actually net mana. You spend, 3 mana to put it into play. You gain 1. You spend, let's say, actually, let's call it another turn, right? You spend 3 mana to return it to your, or spend 1 mana to return it to your hand, and you gain red, colorless, colorless. You spend red to or you spend red, colorless, colorless, so the mana you just made, to cast it back, and you gain red from Burgee. You use Burgee's red mana to return it to hand. You could do that any number of times. And each time you do that, you're casting Grinning Ignis. So we're not netting mana, but we're getting infinite spell castings. But the last time that we do that, we return it to hand, and we make red, colorless, colorless. So we're guaranteed to have Grape Shot mana after that. And because Grape Shot can't normally be countered, notwithstanding something like Whirlwind Denial, we would have an infinite combo there. So let's see. With this, we can make infinite life in 2 different ways. We can make infinite damage in 2 different ways. Grape Shot and Terror of the Peaks. This is silly. This is so silly. I'm a little worried about the deck being all in on this particular combo, though, so we still need to have some other cards to work around it, like Lightning Helix. I'm probably not going to invest in that just yet. Wait till I have a few more rares first. Or open some more Strixhaven packs, and maybe I'll stumble into them. Johnny's welcome, and Soul Warden. Yes, we have all of the ways that we can gain infinite life here. If I want to be less mana restrictive, Daxos has white in its cost, and so a basic mountain wouldn't help me at all in that. But at the very least, we have a Johnny's Welcome, Soul Warden, Daxos, Core Celebrant. We have 4 different ways to go infinite life here off that. And then we have Terror of the Peaks and Grape Shot for infinite damage. So we should be good. We should be very good. But how many, I'm going to be completely maxing. Well, no, let's say we have 4 Daxos, because he can get his toughness high enough that maybe he can jump block. We'll go with that. 4 a Johnny's Welcoming, since that's not a creature, so it's harder to remove. And Impassioned Orator, can we have another one? Let's say 4 Grape Shot, 4 Terror, 16 cards, plus the 8 cards, 4 Burgee, 4 Grinning Ignis. That's 24 cards out of a 60 card deck. We're going to start high. We'll say that we have 24 lands in the deck. That's 48. That's 12 flex slots. Lightning Helix, Settle, maybe? I have 4 Settle already, so it's not that big of a deal. Twitch, yeah. Oh, hey. You're plugging yourself in my chat. Oh, that's fine. Go and watch Justin. Twitch.tv/Justin. Dazel. There we go. Ask first before you do that, Justin. Ask first. Bad, Justin. Bad. No, you're good. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. So then if we're running the 4 Helix, and then we have 8 slots after that, maybe we don't need that many settles. We would use, Deckenstone? I did give you permission last time. You're right. You are right, Justin. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, so 4 Helix, 4 Deck, 4 Shock? I mean, maybe? I mean, we just kind of came up with the deck off the top of our head. And again, admittedly, we have some flexibility. We could remove 4 of those to add in, or some number of those to add in different life gain enablers, like Orator, like Soul Warden. Not live right now, though. Fair enough. Still, give him a follow. Or wait till he's going on, and then give him a follow so you get the little X is now following. Sometimes I do that. I won't follow someone until they're live, just so I can see that. No other reason, just so I can. Yeah, now I just talked myself into making that deck. Problem, though, I only have 8 more wild cards left, and it's probably actually 4, because I really would like those Inkwos. I think that I can get more use out of them. It would be nice if we had a way to use cards, let's say, just for free in a Sparky battle. Ignis is uncommon at least. Yeah, that helps. And we wouldn't need to get any more of the life gain enablers. Grape Shot, I believe, is a rare, was it? Let's just go here. Grape Shot is a rare, so that would be 4. Let's pretend we don't need Lightning Helix, because we don't need Lightning Helix. It would be nice, but we don't actually need it. So say 4 Shock, 4 Deck and Stone. I already have both of those. We could play around with some other stuff. Helix. Oh, no. Well, where's Helix? It's under multicolor. That's right. It's a rare. Yeah. This feels bad. This feels really bad, to be honest. Wait a minute. No, I was about to say, isn't there a blue card that says whenever another creature enters the battlefield, that your opponent mills? But no, not exactly worded that way. I think there is one whenever a blue creature enters the battlefield, but that doesn't help us out too much. Let's see. Well, for right now, we'll call it. We'll say I'm good with just I'm gonna do Inkwoes. I already have 4 Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is the best card, with the possible exception of Brainstorm. Thoughtseize is the best card in Historic right now. Fight me. I think that yeah, they are upshifted, unfortunately. Oh, you don't know how to do that? Well, then just go follow him now. Go follow him now. You're good. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I don't. Terror is mythic, so that doesn't hurt me for rares. So 4 Grape Shot. I guess. And then Burgee. I don't have all of my copies of Burgee yet. So if we're just being minimalistic here, it wouldn't take me that many more than the 4 I could use here. We'll open some more packs and see if we can pull some of the other cards at that point. But for right now, I would like to try running a blue-black... Wait, what are my quests for today? It's green and blue. Okay. I was going to try to run blue-black control, because I think Narset's value went up as Brainstorm got printed. Risen Reef Ignis. You know what? Blue-green. Risen Reef is an elemental. I could try some elemental shenanigans. Yeah, Risen Reef. That's what I was meaning earlier when I talked about having like the elemental backup plan. So we could, but if you're all in on elementals like that, the more of these combo pieces you add, like Grape Shot, the fewer, I don't know, the fewer elementals you get to run, so you'd be watering down that strategy. That said, I do have Terror of the Peak, an unfinished deck together, don't have to theorize in the ether. Yeah, this will give us something we can talk about on the Discord server. For right now, you know, I need to play 25 lands and 20 blue or green spells. Initially, my mind goes to playing Merfolk. I've been playing Merfolk a bit, though, so maybe we could try to throw something else together. Maybe. Or, I did just get Brainstorm. I really would like to try that out. It wouldn't take me too long to throw together, say, like a mono blue mill. Alright. No, wait, this is the standard one. That wouldn't help. That wouldn't help. Discard. Discard. Electric Boogaloo. Look at all this silliness going on here. Alright. Where is my... I didn't delete it, did I? My rug... Oh, here it is. This is very out of date. I've been deleting some decks I haven't used in a while, so the number's a bit lower than it should be. That said, so we have like weird 4 Blossoming Defense. This one doesn't actually have any Snakeskin Veils. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, so Opt is less good than Brainstorm here for obvious... Well, I say for obvious reasons. I'm inclined to run Fable Passage in here somewhere. 4 Spire Bluff, Shockland, Alright. Oh my goodness. Oh. Brainstorm without a way to shuffle, though. It's still not bad, but Brainstorm without a way to shuffle is not ideal. We have 2 Impersonators. I'll probably invest. I'll spend the wild cards in them at some point. Dang, dude. If I drop down to 2 colors, I would be giving up, you know, Sprite Dragon if I want to give up blue. That would still give me, like, Kiln Thing, Carrion Dryad. And I still have green, so I'd still have Blossoming Defense and Snakeskin Veil. Anti-removal is important in Historic right now, especially when they also pump your creature. Now, Carrion Dryad doesn't care about a green spell, but, well, it's not that she doesn't care about green spells, it's just that if it's only green, you're in trouble. But, say, if it's both colors, then you're good to go. So, +4, +2, trample. And even though this won't proc a counter, still +2/+2. Snakeskin Veil gives a counter regardless of Kyrian Dryad here. There is a side of me that actually would like to try that out. Just drop this down to 2 colors. But I did just pick up Brainstorm. So let's work it into the 2-color deck for now. We'll save the Snakeskin Veil for later. 2 colors is fine for a bit. Alright, so what are we dropping here? Opt for Brainstorm is the level 1 play. Lightning Strike and 2 Opt might even be better. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, Lightning Strike, 2 Opt. Now, I don't have Shock... Ooh, but I don't have Fetch Land. But we can make Fetch Lands work. We can make Fabled Passage go in here. But first, let's put in those Brainstorms we just added. Hey, alright. And then we'll see if we can work these back in. It's hard for me not to include Shock, though, because of how many Skirk Prospector, Llanowar Elves, and just to throw people off. Yeah, in this version, I have Bone Crusher Giant and Brazen Borrower, so I wouldn't be able to, unfortunately. I almost could run Giganta, but I have Brazen Borrower. So, in this case, I wouldn't be able to, alas. Now, if I switched one of these out for, say, like an Umara Mystic, then I could. But, alas. Alas. Now, Brazen Borrower, fun fact, Bone Crusher Giant, despite having red in the cost twice, doesn't make Giganta mad. The Teamer one, not this one. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right, the Teamer one. That's fair. I would have Luris's 2 colors, and they're the exact 2 colors I can't use. 5-color deck, folks. Alright, so we can find a way to make Fabled Passage fit in here somewhere. And the answer is Sulphur Falls, which will always come in tapped on turn 1 anyway. So Fabled Passage. Get the Throne one. Alright, and that's 3 islands, 2 mountains. Now we have Fetch Lands. Yay for the combo! Raken Claws unleash furries. Let's unleash all the furries. Yeah, 4 Shock, 2 Opt, I think is right. I think that's where we want to be. I think that we're okay. Alright, we'll try it out. What could possibly go wrong? We did just lower our curve. Generally, that's a good thing. Okay. Moment of truth. We'll play it before we go into ranks. I don't know. How much am I planning on streaming for? Until I get at least 2 wins. Usually I go to 4, but at least until I get 2 wins. Because, well, there's not actually a challenge that requires me to do 2. Like one of the FNMs, you get 2 wins, you get 2 rares. I don't know, we'll see. Probably no more than 4, though, actually. Serenian. I don't think I've played you before. Well, we get to see the Fabled shenanigans first. Alright, we'll keep. That looks like a fine hand to keep. Alright. Normally, I'm better about that. Normally, I drag it to the front of the hand first, so that it comes from that side. It gives a little bit less information away to the opponent. We'll say hello. Let me know if it's dropping frames or anything first. At 2 a.m., you really don't want to sleep tonight. Fair enough, I suppose. So we didn't cycle the crash through. For better or worse, we didn't cycle it. Alright. I'm going to hang on to that Fabled Passage. Let's show them our second color. If we don't end up using it, we'll either shock something with Stomp, Bone Crusher Giant, or we'll cycle with Raken Claws. Although I'd like to hang on to that if I can, obviously. Itchy, itchy nose. Hi, Faithless Lid. I know what we're playing against. Hi, Phoenix. It sometimes feels like we're just playing a worse version of the Phoenix deck, but we get to kill out of nowhere. Alright, there's 1. And maximize velocity. Yeah. Alright, fire. Fire away. Boom. Now, sadly, we don't, at least as of yet, have the mana to be able to cast the Bone Crusher Giant. You're playing Commander with some friends online today, had 11... Hey! I'm sorry, 11 doubling seasons. Alright, so 16 is the magic number, but we aren't going to be able to make it there this time around. Not just yet. fire. What do I mean by 16 is the magic number? So if we have one counter on Sprite Dragon, making it a 2/2, then Rake and Claw Unleash Fury does 16 damage. It's basically just a range for how many counters I need to have already had on it to make it work. Alright, we'll still hold up the fetch land. However, because we don't have a 4th land, we are going to crack it at end of turn instead of saving it for a possible Brainstorm. That way we can go Crash Through, well, we'll see what Crash Through gives me before I jump on it. Jump on it. Okay, no, that's enough, Jay. That's more than enough. If we can get our Sprite Dragon to a 4/4, then at least it can deal with some Phoenixes, if a Phoenix has to stay on chump block duty. And we have Shock, too, so we can kill one if they want to try to do any double block shenanigans. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Here it comes, folks. Well, no point in looking just yet. We'll see if they drop any more. Here we go. Okay, I'll bite. How'd you get that many copies of Doubling Season on the battlefield? And how many people's brain... Uh-oh, they dropped a Lightning Axe. Yeah, dropping a Lightning Axe means they're definitely killing this thing. Alright, we'll fetch now. It doesn't matter. Get that deck thinning in. Alright, exiled. Rip. Alright, well, it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. We'll see what we have here, too. It's not worth shocking it just yet, I think. Don't understand a word of what you're saying, but you agree 100%. Am I too quiet, or am I just talking in J-E's? Let's go with that. J-E's. Alright, we'll just play the bird in the hand. Next turn, we can go Crash Through, Shock, start adding stuff to it. Now, I could also trade out Shock for Pillar of Flame, and that might even be a better thing to do. Now, it's sorcery speed only. I wouldn't be able to do any end-of-turn shenanigans. But it exiles, and that actually matters for Phoenix. So that's something I should probably consider looking into. It's been a while since I've thought about that, but the instant speed is just, it's usually impactful enough. But with Phoenix being what it is, now that Faithless Suiting's around, I think I need to change that logic. Uh-oh, strategic planning. Uh-oh. New spell from Commander 2021 lets you make a token of a permanent you control, and you may copy that spell by having an opponent get a copy. Aha! Aha! Alright. No mas. Oh, hi, Stormwing Entity. Oh boy. Let's see what they... Scry 2 to the bottom, please. Por favor. Oh, okay. Could be worse. Maybe. Alright, coming in tapped. Right. Right you are. Alright, let's see what we get. And it's another Crash Through. Alright. And then we'll mash through, see if they want to block. I said we'll mash through, but it didn't register anything. Hello? Bang. Alright, in turn. Hold up Shock for that Arclight Phoenix if we need. Spell resolves first time. Oh, you're saying that about her, right? 2 Doubling Season tokens, up to 3 Doubling Seasons. Spell resolves a second time. You get 8. Woo! Oh my god. Oh, they have maximized velocity. That's good game. That's a good freaking game. You know what? Oh, my quest today is blue or green spells, so alas, I can't even build up my quest as a result. Yeah, let's make that change really quickly. Let's put in Pillar of Flame over Shock. Let's see. Won't take too terribly long. I still have the artisan version. Yeah, how did I not cut that one earlier? If you have another doubling, you get 69 Doubling Seasons. Oh, yeah. Pillar of... Oh, I only have 3. I mean, it's a common. I'll be okay. It's worth it. Because you're worth it. So, fun story. At an old job of mine, I walked in one day and said that I was quitting to be a L'Oreal model. No, I obviously did not. Obviously, no. Not exactly. Hmm. Oh, my, uh, the yellow glasses, the blue light filtering glasses, so that I can look like a, what was it, Rugelin, a telemarketer? I can look like a telemarketer again. Okay, a no creature hand, but we have 2 ways to draw, and we're on the draw, so I'll keep it. If we need to, we can cycle the crash through here. Nope, Pillar of Flame first. Alright, die, buddy. Now, it's not going to get exiled. They can sack it in response. You know. Never mind. I lied. Maybe they don't have any use for it in the graveyard. Alright, well, if we got rid of their Goblin, they shouldn't have a way to... sometimes Goblin decks run Shock, but at least they won't be able to kill it with Incinerate. Aha! Yeah, no. No blocks. And sadly, no Omaiwa. Oh! If we get 1 more mana, though, then we can. No Omaiwa mo Shinderu. Now, since we have double Rakenclaw, we'll just fire off a Rakenclaw here. Ooh, that's not bad. We could also just play it safe and hold up Brazen Borrower. No, let's not. Because if we want to give evasion next turn, we don't have enough mana, even if we draw a land here. Goblins usually don't have graveyard interaction. On the one hand, you're right. On the other hand, I still wish that they had played that technically correctly. Just made sure to have it in the yard. They could threaten something at least. Alright, and then even if they kill this Kiln Fiend, we have Brazen Borrower on a 2-turn ha! Alright, we win. Is it rude to say good game in that scenario, in that case? I don't know. Boop. And then... make it huge. Huge! Nani? Thank you. Huge. We didn't cast a single blue spell that game, did we? This is mostly a red deck, even with the Brainstorms we just added. We color shifted the deck a bit. It is still mostly a red deck. I mean, I guess that'll do it. Alright, let me make sure I didn't... Ah, nope, here they are. Here they are. Did just clean them earlier today. Alright, Jay the Telemarketer. Thank you for calling GE Appliances. My name is Jay. How can I help you today? Who's to say you don't? Fair enough. I did used to work for GE, and they, as part of our training, they actually had us try to use gender ambiguous voice. We had to sound what's the term? Androgynous. So if you were male, you tried to raise the pitch of your voice. If you were female, you were trying to lower the pitch of your voice. Because if you sound too masculine, you sound too imposing or threatening, and people don't buy from you or don't, take your service. If you sound too feminine, they don't take you seriously, and then they don't buy your service. That's unfortunate, but that is how that works, I'm afraid. So, they for me, they had me do a higher pitched voice. Yes, I killed my opponent. But for me, I guess it wasn't all that hard, because it's not that different from my quiet, not trying to be projecting voice. Oh, okay. Well, we don't have the fetch land, so we'll save the Brainstorm. Let's see. I think we should go for the Bone Crusher Giant first, actually. What are they at now? 18? That way, if we draw another land, we can try to use up some of their removal here. And hopefully we'll have another land to get Sprite Dragon outside of pillar or shock range. Feels like somebody wants to tell me something. Yeah, so when I did like this, when I did like this voice when I was talking to people, it's not that different than my regular voice. Aha, okay. Alright, so they have 2 Arclight chickens out. Ooh, okay. That changes things a little bit. So I don't have lethal even if I had I had the 4th mana, unfortunately. So we'll zap that one and it's exiled. So immediately it pays off. Spinbeb, SpongeBob reference. Spinbeb. Alright. Now, hopefully we're good. Hopefully. Alright, hi you again. You again. Oh, okay, they used one of the ones in the graveyard, right? Yeah, they did, because it's exiled now. I was about to say, wait a minute. How are they tapped out? Alright, we're good now. We got that sorted out. Omae wa mo shindeiru. Here, I'm gonna give him the good game again. Because blip. Oh, I should have used 2 blue cards first, just for the quest progress. It's lethal anyway. And then 14. Whee! Oh boy, what shuffling and mill effects are you running? Not enough. The only effects that I have to make use of with the Brainstorm are Fabled Passage, as a 4 of, and Opt for Scry. And that's it. Very soothing, went right over my head. If we're talking to me, it probably did. I'm a little distracted right now. By the way, hi Lexi, good to see you again. Long time, well, it's been, what, like a couple weeks? Long-ish time no see. Alright, I'll try to prioritize playing blue spells if I know I'm going to win, just to get this quest progress done. Oh, hi Sub-Zero 2020. There we go. Alright. We have a creature, granted it's borrower. We have 2, yeah, we'll keep. We have 2 ways to draw a card right off. We'll see what we draw here. If it's not Brainstorm, we'll go Fabled Passage first. It's Brainstorm. Okay, so never mind. We're gonna go Brainstorm. Because Pillar of Flame is a sorcery, we'll actually just draw a card here. Draw a CAD. Maybe 2. Probably be running fewer than 4 Brainstorms then. It's such a good card, I'm not sure that it's not still worth it, to be honest. Plus, since we're playing a combo deck, it helps me to find the combo pieces. Let's see, we'll pass right along. So the combo is one of my creatures like Kiln Fiend or Sprite Dragon, along with Raking Claws, Unleash Fury, or double Unleash Fury. And that's often going to be lethal. Alright, since I don't have any counter spells, we'll just let this go right now. My Itchy? Yeah, you get to draw a card. Itchy and Scratchy. Alright. Whale. Wasn't anything I could do about that right then, unfortunately. Alright. Draw 3, put 2 back. Hello. So what's the most impactful? Blood Sun has already done its job. Bouncing it with Brazen Borrower is not that big of a deal at this point. I don't think we have to worry about Pillar of Flame all that much. And then... another Fabled Passage is fine, actually. So we'll put these 2 back. Sure. And then crack. Oh, whoa! Whoa, what happened? It didn't let me... Okay. Note to self. Hold control. Oh no! Blood Sun stopped me. Oh no! Ah, rip. Rip me. Oh, Jay. Oops. I guess that's one way to find out. Well, if we use Brazen Borrower to bounce it, we can crack it just to make sure we don't draw another land, but honestly at this point, the damage is done. We're just going to let them draw another card if we bounce it now. That's a shame. Alright, well, Bola's Citadel. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a Ketria Triumph. Niv. Ah. You got me. You got me. Good game. Good game. I got gotten. I got got. I do see what you're saying, though. Generally speaking, to maximize the value of Brainstorm, you want to have more shuffle or library manipulation effects. I think that we're fine the way that we are with 6 cards. Oh, hello. Hello, somebody messaging me. At least you're not all able to hear it this time around. Oh, okay. Let's see. So 4 Fabled Passage, 2 Opt. I did consider trying to go up on Opt, since even though it's not a damaging spell, because of Kiln Fiend and Sprite Dragon, it still effectively gives us more damage, while looking for more pieces. Because of the extra utility in finding combo pieces, Lexi, I think it's probably right to still keep the 4 Brainstorms, but in general, you are right. It's certainly less effective as a cantrip if you're running fewer ways to enable it. Let's see. You know what? What are we at for ranked? I think we're in like Plat 4 or something, because heck, when was the last time I bothered? It's forever ago. I mean, sure. Let's try it out. What's the worst that could happen? Opt is typically stronger than Brainstorm when you don't have shuffles. Opt is a weak enough spell that I'm not sure that I necessarily agree with that, but I can see where you're coming from. Oh, God, no, not now. Okay, I can definitely see that for like Ponder and Preordain, but Opt gets so far away from that level of power that I'm actually not sure that that's right. I can see where you're coming from, though. At least Brainstorm gives you a lot more reach through your deck, and if there's something you really don't want to find, you can get rid of it with Opt. Yeah, I think that this is right. Maybe I could have kept the other Crash Through for more velocity. Alright, and then pass it right along. If I kept the second Crash Through, then I would be playing one right now. Alright, I'm going to play conservatively and keep the Opt around for Sprite Dragon. I'm going to play the Pathway on red, and then Sprite Dragon. Hiya! Since they're playing green-white, hopefully they won't be dealing damage to my creature. Hopefully not. Aha! So we do have to deal with flyers. That's good to know. Okay, let's be silly, shall we? Let's go Brazen Borrower, return it to hand. This is maybe unnecessary, but it gives us some more counters if nothing else, and puts them a little bit behind. They won't start gaining a ton of life. We're going to actually save the Crash Through because it gives Trample. Save it for when they have a creature out. Kiln Fiend, it's too late for Kiln Fiend. It's better than getting another land, though, I guess. If it were earlier, dude. Oh, that would have been nice. I'm going to drop it down. There's not enough to enable Kiln Fiend. Oh, and we got Raking Claws. Okay, Crash Through Raking Claws. Let's go. So that means that we can do 10 next turn, notwithstanding blocking. More often than not, the answer or combo piece you're looking for isn't in the top 3. When that's the case, Opt gets you to that card a turn earlier. Wow, Jay, read. Let's see. Let's start off with. Yeah, you're not necessarily wrong. You are not necessarily wrong for sure. All right. What do we have? Second one. I can't make this lethal just yet. There's not a draw I could get here that would make this lethal. All right, so we'll do. And we're not going Brainstorm and Opt this turn because we're using Raking Claws because we have Trample this turn. We could also just slow roll it and hold up the Brazen Borrower, but I'm going to go Opt first and then Raking Claws. We'll save the Brainstorm for next turn. Ooh! Ooh! Alright, risky for the biscuit. It's another land. Of course it's another land. That's what I get. Alright, let's try to get as much damage as we can right now. I should have attacked first, Jay. That's an instant. Why are you getting ahead of yourself? They weren't going to block anyway because of trample, but still, I should have played that correctly. Force of weird habit, I guess. I do love me some brainstorms, says the guy who plays... Oh, nice. Who plays... I'm sorry, give me a second thing. Alright. Who plays it in Legacy all the time. So we'll brainstorm here. So what we get? We can get a crash through. We got crash through! Okay, good. Alright, drop these two. Doesn't matter, we're killing them this turn. So it doesn't actually matter that we drop the fetch land. Normally that would be a big deal, but who cares? Woo! I don't care. I don't care. I don't even know why I'm... Wait, did we complete the land quest? I don't know. Alright. Obvious block is obvious. I mean, you better. Yeet! Yeet! Whee! Hey, 18 points of power. Well, 9 plus 9. No, TBR is an instant. TBR is it? Oh, maybe you're used to Teamer. Oh, Teamer Battle Rage, yeah. Assault Strobe is a sorcery. Teamer Battle Rage is an instant, yeah. That's why I play some number of Teamer Battle Rage in Gruul Infect on the rare occasion that I do. Outside of Untapped, though, I haven't played Gruul Infect in a hot minute. If people would like, I can try to record when I play EDH or Modern or whatnot on Untap, but the cards are awfully small, and it's done on Chrome, so sometimes it drops frames, but it's fine. Maybe I could. No, I could do it not live. I could just record it and then show it later. Oh, yeah, you're heading out, Justin? Fair enough. Can stop by at 8 p.m. CAT. Okay, fair enough. 20 o'clock. I have to translate that to 8 p.m. Sorry. Which is weird, because actually I have it in military time, well, international time on my computer and whatnot, but oh well. I'm not doing screen capture right now, but you can see my clock on the bottom gives it an international time. I would say only one more, but if we get a win here and we still haven't completed our quest, I'll play until I complete the quest, win or lose. Hi, Snow. Alright. Hello, Brainstorm. Brainstorm, fetch land. Double Brazen Borrower, let's go. I like that. I like the look of that. Now, since Pillar of Flame's a sorcery, and we're not casting End of Turn Brainstorm on turn 1, we're just going to let it come in tapped. It's alright. I have seen players do that before. Feline Longmore, running High Tide, has done that. End of turn 1 Brainstorm. But there are some instances in which you are actually going to be inclined to do that. Few and far between though they are, there are some times when you would. In her case, it's because she was actively digging for, I believe it was a counter spell in that instant. Like, it was more important to miss out on the fetch, and so that you could counter the opponent's spell. So we'll take the 2 here. Here we go. If I remember correctly, I think that she was countering a Thoughtseize. So you do what you have to do. No, not Thoughtseize. It was a Stoneforge Mystic? That was a hot minute. It's been a while. Alright, yeah, do your thing, Jay. Do your thing. Well, we definitely don't need Brazen Borrower this game. So, let both of those go. Gee, I wonder what order we'd like to do. Alright, and now we'll fetch. Get ourselves a mountain. I'm actually going to not play the Sprite Dragon yet. Well, now that we have another land, I could go Sprite Dragon Pillar of Flame, but it'll die if I do that, is the issue. They will have 2 damage here. I am positive. But with another Brainstorm, we might be able, and Crash Through, and we might be able to find another one to make it work. If I'm wrong, we'll still have a 3-1 to work with, although that too will die. If I played conservatively enough until I had 4 mana and they were tapped out, I think that might be too conservative in this matchup. Don't craft Tainted Pact yet, it's bugged and often doesn't work. Thank you, good thought, Lexi, because I thought about doing that earlier. That is a good thought. Uh-oh, Soulscar Mage. Ah, it's dead anyway. Yeah, with Spikefield Hazard, they can work against the counters I would get from that. Okay. Wait a minute. Do we want to go Pillar of Flame and then hold... Yeah, Pillar of Flame now, and then hold up Bone Crusher. Because Pillar of Flame's a sorcery. Do it now! Alright. We'll not worry about the card draw. We'll just hold up the Bone Crusher. It's likely enough... I was about to say it's likely enough to have a target, but... not exactly. Do you have another one, please? Another Soulscar... No? No. Okay. Well, that's alright. We're going to have the Bone Crusher equivalent of 2 Spider-Mans looking at each other, pointing at each other. Let's go for that, I guess. You're in the boat where it almost... That's interesting. Fun little MTGO bug is that, for whatever reason, Grafdigger's Cage does not stop Oath of Druids. I don't know what else it doesn't stop, but in particular, for some reason, it doesn't stop Oath of Druids. And so if you're playing in a vintage tournament, or just a vintage match period, and somebody drops an Oath of Druids and you get Grafdigger's Cage and they let it go through anyway, apparently you can report people. I've seen people on Twitter say that they reported someone for intentionally missing that, which you'd think that the answer is just fix the bug. I'm not sure why that hasn't been done yet. So I could play Brazen Borrower just to chump block it so I can hold up extra removal, but the Brazen Borrower can die to any removal spell itself, so I'm not sure that that's necessarily right. Instead, we'll just play the Bone Crusher. I swear to God, they have another Bone Crusher in hand. They had another Bone Crusher. I called it. Someone pick up the phone because I called it. Oh God. Well, I mean, at least they're taking a lot in the process. And it got rid of the Bone Crusher for Brazen Borrower. Whew. That's not good. I'm just going to hold up Brazen Borrower for a chump block. It's certainly not ideal, but it'll hopefully stall. Unless they have a removal spell, it'll hopefully stall for a bit. Alright, let him go. Since I have a second Brazen Borrower, it's a little bit less risky. But it'll still die. It's about to die here. I have a feeling. Yep. The fact that it hasn't moved immediately to it means they have something, I'm sure. It only blocks creatures with flying. Jay, you idiot. Jay, you moron. Well, okay. We were dead anyway. We can't just bounce it with Brazen Borrower, because then we take 4 damage. 2 from the triggered ability, and 2 from Stomp. So that wasn't an option, alas. Yeah, hit only... Jay, you know this. Whatever. I cannot tell you how many times I have missed that. Borrower doesn't block. You're right, Pablo. Oops. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay. There we go. Ooh, maximize altitude Kiln Fiend. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. At the very least, that means we can do 9 damage with 2 instances of velocity. Move it to the front. I said move it to the front. There we go. And then pass. Hold up that Brainstorm. The most powerful Brainstorm in the game is the one you never need to cast. You want, you can show you the Tainted Pack Bug via direct game. If you don't mind, let me finish this one, and then yeah, absolutely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Alright, we may have to stomp first, just to preserve our life total a bit. Boy. Yeah. Yeah, we're stomping first. Plus it'll give us more mana with which to work for a explosive turn. Alright. Oh, it certainly helps that we have the double stomp. Let's go. Not double stomp, you know what I mean. We're really gonna stomp the yard this game. Stomp all of the yards. Cool with what? Yeah, thank you. Oh, that'll be neat to see. Oh, no. It has been a hot minute since I've done a MtG Arena stream. Sorry about that. Well, that's what I get for not holding the stomp at instant speed. Alright, they hit a land, did they? Yeah. Yeah. It's still better for me to stomp here. Is there any reason... Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely not playing the Kiln Fiend just yet. If I don't play the Bone Crusher, they'll know what's up. We'll know what's up anyway. It's mono red, so hopefully they won't have any toughness improving effects. I know that there are some, I'm just not sure that they're played in this deck. Alright, now we have to do it, because it's an attack trigger, as you do. Blip. Alright, what you got? Alright. There we go. Come at me, bro. I dare you. Okay, that's fine. And then play the Bone Crusher. We could have a Bone Crusher staring contest for a little while. It wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Yeah, here we go. I'm not too sad about using the Opt here, even though it means less for Kiln Fiend, because I have Maximized Velocity in hand, so I get two regardless. 2 instances regardless. Ooh. Yes, please. Is there any reason not to do the Fabled Passage here? Not that I can think of. So we can go Brainstorm, crack the Fabled Passage, and then play the Bone Crusher. That's good. That seems okay. Alright. Would have liked to save that, but it's okay. The joy of having Jumpstart is that it lets me use it more than once. Ooh, okay. Borrower down. And then we don't need more lands. We don't need... They would just be Maximized Velocity fodder at this point, I suppose. Yeah, we'll let those be. Let it be, let it be. Alright, here we go. Alright, Bone Crusher Staring Contest, let's go. What was it? We were getting an island? Yeah, let's get an island. Island. Let's get ourselves an island. Alright. Obvious play is obvious. And right now we're kind of just stalling to set up so that we can play the Kiln Fiends and hopefully they'll live. That's the idea, that's the plan. With Maximized Velocity using Jumpstart, we can, if we play 2 Kiln Fiends, we can make both of them have flying, and then, you know, if they kill one of the creatures, at least the other one will still be evasive. It's probably not going to make that much of a difference, though, because they can just kill whichever one we try to make bigger with Unleash Fury, unless doing so would put it out of Shock or Stomp range. Because Maximized Altitude also gives it extra toughness, you see. We might be to the point where we have to this coming turn. We just have to go for it. It's 18. Yeah, let's do it. YOLO. All right. Can you kill both of them? All right. All right. Yeah, there's my voice just dying on me. Um, how many cards? Two? I think we're safe here. Slaying Fire would get me, wouldn't it? That's Adamant 4 damage. Ember Cleave. Why is this a card? Oh, we were dead anyway. Unless we double walked, we were dead. In which case we die anyway. Ember Cleave. Alright, direct game. Direct game. Let's go. Alright, let's see. I'm going to type it into chat. Ember, I think it's 51427. Yeah, let me check just to make sure. We still have a quest. Yep, we still have a quest to go. Hold it up. 51427. Yep, that's a me. That's a me. While you're doing that, though, if you don't mind, can you let me run by the restroom real quick? It's been a hot sec. I won't be too terribly long though. Here's to hoping. I'll see your invitation soon as I get back. Rukulin, I am right there with you. We have to be awfully specific for me to say that I'm a big fan of that card. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. Oh, you may have found the issue? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, even so, I'm still okay with playing if you'd like to jam. Did you did you happen to send a request? May have missed that. Oh, so while you're working on sending that out, if you're going to, if you'd like to, uh, this down here, TP Lacrosse, is a player that I met at one of the SCG Atlanta, Star City Games Atlanta events. He is legally blind. He's like very close to actually blind. And I brought a Melee setup because that's what I do. I bring Melee to every Atlanta tournament, or at least I used to before, the whole global pandemic thing. So he comes over and he wants to play Melee, and he picks Bowser, and he throws himself off the stage a couple times, and he hits me a bit. And I said, hey, if you don't mind, can you go after them instead? I don't know, something to that effect. Like, it confused me why he was going after me. And then after the game, he told me, he's blind. Oh, so of course I felt kind of bad about that. Um, He was. Let me make sure I say this correctly. He had made some suggestions to one of, like, I want to say it was Bandai Namco, one of those companies that helped them in adding in some accessibility for blind players. Oh, there it is. Lexi to aha. All right, let me add you in. Get that sorted out. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Lexi 25926. 25926. There we are. And then I guess we're playing historic, right? We're eeny, meeny, miny. Probably doesn't matter too much what I play here, right? I'll play a silly deck. Let's go with a silly deck then. This will give you plenty of time to set up Tainted Pact for sure. Ay, 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 ay. Woo! Woo! Oh, my back. I need to set up a couple chairs. You'll still be listening? Oh, fair enough. Oh, it's okay. I mean, if we're doing this mostly just to demonstrate, that's fine anyway. I don't mind too much. So, Magic with Zuby. So 2 chairs set up next to each other so that I can hold myself up on them, lift my feet so that I can stretch out my back. Ooh, it's a great feeling. Anyway, Magic with Zuby has a Magic podcast, streams. He's cool. I've known him since maybe 2015. I've known him for a hot minute. There was one time when he was just taking challenges from people on where's Direct Challenge? Oh, you know what? That would have made too much sense. I'll add you first and then challenge you from there. That'll work. He was, and I challenged him on Twitch, but I did not know that when you scroll down on Twitch, the chat comes down with you, but the screen does not. So I kept it up so that I could see chat. I didn't know how to not look at his screen at the same time. And then chat informed me. Now I know. All right, let me add you here real quick then. Hello. Woo. And what was it? 25926. There we go. Just had a silly thought. Okay. Sent request. Hey, there we are. Oops. Hello. Hey. All right. Accept. Mwahahaha. All right. Back to the silly deck. Oh, here it is. Way up here. The silly deck. As if there's only one. Hello. All of the stretching. Ugh. Man. Yeah, we'll keep. This is fun. This is an okay hand. I'd say this is okay. We have a nice little win con. We have another one. Oh, you have it minimized. I'm just gonna tell you what all's going on. All right, I'll try to have a tiny bit of subterfuge going on. Just a little bit. Itty bitty bit. Starting, I believe tomorrow is when you'll see the first video of another deck of mine from FNN, like a paper deck. It had, FNN. Oh, which one? Yeah, there we are. You will see a deck that absolutely does not work. Well, it kind of works. It's over-specialized for a meta that did not show itself for me. It's an Undying Elementals deck. It uses Muldrifter, Shriekmaw, Fulminator Mage. Muldrifter and Shriekmaw have Evoke, which is, if you can pay for its cost normally, cool, or you can pay Evoke, which is usually, hi Inquo, usually cheaper. Take the Vile Man. Let me just tell you then. Oops. Oops, I'm sorry. Force of habit, I can't help myself. And you get the Enter the Battlefield ability regardless. Let's actually cycle first, since you already see what's going on with the deck. I could play the healer. I don't think life total really matters against you. Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't matter against you. In that case, we can go Let's just start getting some beats on, I guess. Let's go for that. Go for you. And then there's a... So Shriekmaw says it's terror. When it resolves, it's terror. So destroy target non-black, non-artifact creature. Multidrifter is divination. It's draw 2 cards. And then Fulminator Mage is destroy target non-basic land. You use cards that let them come back from... Like, if they would die, instead they get a +1/+1 counter and come back to the battlefield, or come into the battlefield tapped. You use abilities like that to use them over and over again. And that's especially abrasive against certain decks. I made it specifically to be Infect, because it's literally about a quarter of the meta. About to see a popular CEDH combo. Oh, I believe you. Infect is huge at Tap Start. Tap Start is basically just new for Exia at this point. And then also Tron, because Fulminator Mage versus Tron is dumb. Hi, Blex. Alright. 3/2... Dies, gain 4 life. Aha! Okay. So it's a 3 mana, 3/2 right now. And then dies, gains 4 life. Okay, cool. Cool. Cool story, bro. Or whatever. What's the meme where you have the picture going on at the same time? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, whoa. No, don't use that one, Jay. Use this one instead. That way you might still hit a land drop. And that's a card she already knows about. Alright. Unguard. Yep, fair enough. Oh no. And game 4. Woo! Alright. A2. Coffee time. The joy of being tapped out. Coffee time. So Lexi, you haven't seen this deck before, have you? Oh, there it is. Hello. There it is. Okay, now, if you don't mind, Lexi, what is the bug that there could have been? Or actually, maybe we're about to see it. Maybe. Ooh. That's got like a weird pain in my side. Gone now, though. Also, what did you name with Tainted Pact? So, exile the top card of your library. You may put that card... Oh, wait, you don't name anything. It's just until you hit the same name. Cool. Never mind, then. You may put that card into your hand unless it has the same name as another card exiled this way. Repeat this process until you put a card into your hand, or you exile 2 cards with the same name, whichever comes first. Woo! Eat. So as long as you're playing fully Singleton, which, you know, this is historic. Oh, it's Lutri, though, so never mind. Aside from basics, that's the only thing that could shut it down, basics. And even then, for basics, we have snow and non-snow versions, so even that gets made easier. I accidentally had 2 of the same land. Oh! Oh, yeah, I can see how that may make it look like a bug. That might do it, then. Okay. Well, good to know it's not actually bugged, then. Alright. I've just gotten to the point where... Oh, another little bug on MTG, where I just assume if it's a bug, that's just magic for you. Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf, if you make Tarmogoyf lose all abilities, it's supposed to be a 0/1. Tarmogoyf's power and toughness are... Its power is the number of card types in all graveyards. Its toughness is 1 plus that number. So if you remove all abilities, it's supposed to be a 0/1. And I'm dead. You milled yourself so much that I died. Where's the flavor in that, right? Yeah, would you like to go again? I'm cool with that, if you are. I'll see if I can get one more win before the stream ends, but we're not even 2.5 hours in. So I'm okay with another if you'd like. There we go. But with Tarmogoyf, it used to be the case that if you had a Merfolk Trickster and you made it lose all abilities, it would kill it. It's like Labman, sure, fair enough. It would kill the Tarmogoyf, which, when Nikachu from Nikachu MTG has his own YouTube channel, Merfolk Man, yada yada. When he pointed that out, I had a GIF responding with the Kenshiro knuckle cracking. Like, let's do it. Let's do it. I did not use those wild cards yet. Okay, yeah, we still have the wild cards to use. So for now, then, All right. If you're not watching, you don't know what I'm playing, but spoiler alert, it's a pauper deck. I'm playing a pauper deck, Lexi. All right. Let's see. We'll make this work. Absolutely. Absolutely we'll make this work. Oh. Hello. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. What is grab a leg? Everybody grab a leg. Sure, let's go with that. Foretell. Let's go with that. Let's try. Maybe Nikachu the Merfolkster, as he famously calls himself. Yeah, he's great. Sometimes people will say, like, that I look young. Granted, not so much now. I've let the beard grow out, but people say, hey, I look young. Okay, cool. I will take that. Nikachu, to me, looks younger than I am, and he's older than I am. So he gets... He's really pulling an Araki. He's really pulling a Sakurai. Alright. Make you discard a couple cards. See what you'd like. What would you like to get rid of? Totally nothing you need. Totally not. No. No. And then play a Bone Splitter. Oh. I'm actually not completely sure. I haven't made changes to this deck to make it not pauper legal, but so far everything's a common. I don't think I have, but I could be wrong. Okay. Whale then. Whale. I don't like doing it this way. Let's go. Zealot. Dusk Legion Zealot, since you already know about it. Since you already know. So I may have opened 6 tabs at this stream. The echo is very nice. Oh no! Yes, it resolves. Oh, whoa, okay. Okay now. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, whatever you have, don't have it anymore, please. Echo. Echo. Hi, Lutri. Okay. Let's make you do it. Boop. Since you're tapped out, let's make you discard a couple cards. Hopefully, even if you keep the Lutri around, you won't have a spell to copy with it. That's the plan anyway. Oh, nope. That's gone, baby, gone. Alright. Alright, let's give a rat an axe. This is a Dark Souls enemy now. We're playing Dark Souls. I am playing a mono black deck, so I guess Dark Souls, sure. Oh, hi, Search. Memory lapse with the Ephemerate artwork. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember seeing that. Something about them getting switched. I would never have noticed, to be honest. In all likelihood, there's no way I would have noticed that. Alright, so look at the top 5. Put any number of them in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card you put into your hand this way. Put 5. Put 5. Oh dear. Okay. I mean, here we go. Here we go, Virtual 2. Let's do it. Alright. Alright, Zealot. Give me something good. I don't have any bump in the night. That's not a card in this anyway, but you know. You know. Alright. Hi-ya! Alright. I hope that means that you found the combo, though. Alright. Getting burgled. Yeah, now that having seen the arts, I can see why. I can see how someone would. Oh, I should have moved the bone splitter over. It doesn't matter. I'm about to die here anyway, but you know, I should have moved it over. I can see why that one would have been memory lapse. The one that actually looks like it has something to do with your mind. All right, how dead am I? Thought seize yourself. I love cute little ways to concede like that. Like you're at 2 life and you cast Thought Seize, or you're at 3 life, fetch Shock. Things like that. Aha! Alright. Good game. Yeah. Alright, let's give the Zealot... we'll give him an energy drink. Why not? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! So these do still count for quest progress, just not daily wins, right? Hi-ya! Hey, it's a pauper deck. It's a pauper deck. This deck is so bad, I'm running Murder instead of Fatal Push. That's how bad it is. There's... I don't believe that there are any common non-situational 2 mana or 1 mana removal spells. You have weird stuff like having to sack a creature, or only hits certain kinds of creatures but not the kinds that you care for. In order to get unconditional, you need Murder. In order to get unconditional, you need Murder. That sounds like a terribly translated fortune cookie. Or the exact wrong moral to take from a story. The artwork on Memory Lapse also has the girl fading from existence. Alright, here, let me look those up. Well, we wouldn't be able to see it on the stream right now. I want to try to pull up a browser on here, but if I do, I'm worried I'll make it too intensive on the stream and it'll start chugging a little bit. Okay, even if we were making progress, because we weren't playing either of those colors, we didn't see anything. Alright, one more win. 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 More a wind. More a win. So, I have Skyrim. I have Oblivion. I haven't played them yet. I will at some point. Can't hit your queue. There's a name. Ooh. You know what we're missing? But we have 2 ways to draw a card. This is ranked. I shouldn't keep. I'm going to keep. Turn 1 Crash Through. Turn 2 Raking Claws if we need. Oh, I'll say hi. Hello. I just gave away that I have 2 lands. Let's go. You got this. Woo! It's kind of subtle. She's missing some small chunks of her body and clothes. When you put it that way. So much Phoenix. Wait, what's that? Oh, 2 dragons. Oh, it's Dragon's Approach. Hi. We'll save it. We don't have to do it right now. Even though there's not really anything we can do at this point. Well, bad keep, as it turns out. Bad keep. So the way that Dragon's Approach is worded, deals 3 damage to each opponent. You may exile it and 4 cards named that from your graveyard. If you do, search your library for a dragon card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Now, please tell me that there's no Begarden Hellkite in this format. Please. Seen a different YouTuber play against this person before. In fact, it's the same YouTuber. Oh, nice. Hey, that's cool. Alright, please. Please. Okay. Please. I'm just going to do it now. I shouldn't. There's no reason to do that now, since I've already played a land. Well, it happens. Discard 2 cards. If you do, draw 3 cards. Thrilling Discovery. What a thrill. Alright, we lose. We lose. If we get to find something anywhere along here, then maybe we can make something happen. Why did I do that in ranked? Whee! Alright, what you getting? It's the 7 mana 4/3 and 3. No, it's not. Who is this? Marcus Lore Hold. Flying Vigilance Haste. When it attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant sorcery with a mana value less than its power from among them without paying its... Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. So they're going to hit another Dragon's Approach. And they may have enough. Who needs creatures? I don't know. Oh, wait, what is this? Exile target card that's an instant sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Let's do the time warp again. Do 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 do. Boom. Yeah, about that. About that. Cool, cool. Hey, in my defense, I had 2 draws plus the natural draw coming up. I'm just gonna give him the good game. No, 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 no. Yep. Turned around. There we go. And then let them have me. You got me. You got me. Just something cute. And Unleash Fury. Yep, yep. That's what I was up onto. That's what I was on about. That's the plan I had. Woo! Hey, since I don't get to play that often, I'm not trying to pursue Mythic again. I've made it once. I know I can. I'm just... I don't have the time to grind for it like I used to. Hey, Apples. Oh, Apples! Hey! You're one of the folks from Tapstar, Apples McFoolishness. Got a phone that can run this game, so it feels right to watch someone stream it. Well, hey, good to see you again. How have you been? How have you been, dude? You run, was it not Knights? You had like a Boros... Was it a Knights deck? It's been a hot minute. I'm sorry. It's been a hot minute. Let's see. Oh... like Boros weenies. Alright, we'll let it come in tapped. Though, if this is Azorius, it probably won't end up mattering, right? Unless this is Flyers. Spectral Sailor. Brainstorm. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know I said earlier that there are some reasons when you'd want to use Brainstorm on turn 1, but I have a sneaking suspicion we found someone that doesn't know how to play Brainstorm. Also, did I just turn on night mode on my computer? Why is everything really, really red? What happened? I don't think you all can... No, you all can't see it. It looks normal for you. Suddenly, everything went super red on here. Yeah, it turned off nightlight, or it turned on nightlight. I do not know what just happened, but that was neat. That was cool. Okay. We can try to go for... No, we can't. We can't go for an early kill just yet. Let's go Kiln Fiend here. And the next turn we can go Sprite Dragon, Opt. Or Crash Through. Opt. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, you were Knights. That's right. I knew it was some sort of creature deck like that. Even if the Kiln Fiend dies, it's bait. So it's okay. It's not the end of the Woiled. The Woiled. Oh. Okay. Still in a tree. I don't know why Snake Eater is stuck in my head. Oh, could have played the other Kiln Fiend. Ah, well. Oops. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Let's go past blocks before we actually use a pump spell here. And by pump spell, I mean a cantrip. Alright, cool. Woo. Do it. No? Okay. No, let's not. It'll come in tapped, and we don't even have, say, like a Raking Claws or an Unleash Fury to take advantage of the extra mana. There it is. There's Growth Spiral. Well, okay. What is this then? Just, I guess, Bant control? The sequencing is really, really weird. I mean, we are playing... A lot of people are not going to be used to playing Brainstorm optimally, so... Yeah, I guess I shouldn't sound like I'm being hard on them. It's okay, it happens. Alright, so from here, we have Crash Through Bone Crusher Giant. That's 7 plus... Well, that's 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. That's 9. So we're not there yet. The extra plus 2 is Bone Crusher at their face. Oh, plus Pillar. No, we couldn't do Pillar as well. We could hit them for 11 here, but I don't think that that's right. Well, no matter what, let's start off with Crash Through. Even though they don't have a creature, this draws me a card. Draws a cat. If we get another land, and if they don't have a counterspell, we can just win. Hey! We can just win. Hey, alright, well... Can they stop me? I have Unleash Fury. Unleash all the furries. Oh, wait, that was the wrong answer, Jay. Okay, well, oops. Should have gotten a mountain. Okay, well now I have to go all in. Kind of messed myself up there. Well, that did resolve immediately, didn't it? So they maybe don't have an answer here. Let's first go to combat. Get past blockers. Wait, they do have something. I think. Oh, okay, they don't. Never mind. They don't. They either don't or they moved through that awfully quickly. Alright, what you got? Ah, okay. Well, we still get the plus 3 plus... Oh. So it's fine. We still kind of have lethal here. As long as we don't play another creature... Okay, yep, we have lethal. Bone Crusher, Pillar is enough. Hold up both Bone Crushers and then play Pillar. Actually, we might want to throw the Bone Crushers out now because of Dovin's veto. No, there's not... Is there a reason to do that? If they counter Stomp, then I don't get Bone Crusher later on. So we may want to do it now. Yeah, we'll do it now. We'll do it now! Of course, they could... Yeah, Root Snare. They could have Spell Pierce, but since they're playing Control, I don't think they'd want a soft counter like Spell Pierce. A soft and situational counter like Spell Pierce. So I'm not too worried about it. Censor. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Sir. Alright. Gain some life. Better gain some life right now. Non-land. What is that? Day of Judgment. Okay. Turns out I think we're good. Counter it. Dovin. Da-da-da. Da-da. There it goes. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright. So, Sprite Dragon does not actually win here because it comes in tapped, and they gain life. I'm not telling them. Don't you all tell them either. If we had more mana, we could return Authority first and then play Sprite Dragon. Yeah. Alternatively, we could return it here and then play the Sprite Dragon. If they counter it, though, I'm in trouble. If they have yet another Dovin's Veto, I'm in trouble. How many Dovin's Vetoes? Yes, all of them. But because it's Flash, we don't have to worry about their removal. Day of Judgment. Cool. I know that has to look like a really weird sequence, and that's because it is, but hopefully this is it. Can I get you? Can I get you? Can... Don't you do it. I swear. Oh, it's 4? Okay, at least we can trade with it. That's not ideal, but we can trade with it. No, yeah, we can. That's right, we can. Or should I not? Maybe I should wait. Maybe I should cycle the Rake and Claw to find another pillar. No. Pillar or Stomp? No, that's not right. Oh, wait. Go to blockers first. Alright, we'll go for it. We'll do it. Live. Bang. There we go. That's okay. We still have Borrower to get around Day of Judgment, even if just for a turn. Hi. Hi. Got a big boy. Got a big boy out. Now, of course, we do just win if we top deck well. But, you know, that requires me, of all people, top decking well. Which is not a thing, so we're going to go with no. Hold up Borrower, and if I'm wrong, if it doesn't work out, the next turn we can go Kiln Fiend, Bone Crusher. They both come in tapped, but that's okay. Or if we get another land, double Bone Crusher. If they want to target it, they'll take two, so I'm okay with that. That said, there's a Teferi with all that mana open. You know, I don't think we're getting there. I have a sneaking suspicion we're not getting there, unless we just top deck well. Alright, gain a life. Cool. Cool. Alright, here goes nuttin'. Alright. Giant Shark. Flying Shark. Settle the wreckage. Okay. Yes, I would like to. Whee! Alright. Gotta be careful. You're gonna gain life, and I don't want to play the other one right now. This is Day of Judgment. No matter how much I put out, Day of Judgment's a card. But if I just play one, they can bounce it with, or they can spin it with Teferi. Man, this sucks. This sucks. Alright, I have pushed myself well outside of being able to kill them with just direct damage range. Instead of praying for that to show up in the next couple turns. Alright, now, Day. There it is. All right. Okay. Didn't use Teferi's Plus first. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, man. I think they've stabilized. Ah, okay. Kiln Fiend, and then Hope. Maybe. Alright, go to 5. Pass. There is no way this works. I mean, they have an answer for it in hand right now. So, there's no way. Or they could just go for... Oh no, they have enough mana to do both. Yeah. I'm gonna say good game. We got so close. We got him to 1. But... You know, that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. Well, unfortunately, this is a losing record day. I think I'm now at 4 losses, 3 wins. Oh, it happens, but that's not ideal. Not exactly ideal. Alright, I'll keep at it. Did I... We don't have another pack right now. Wait, yes we do. Yes we do. It's the store icon that wasn't hidden. Or wasn't given out. Okay now. Default setting, but spelled that way. Ugh. That's a lot of lands. Okay. We'll make it work. Hopefully, anyway, we'll make it work. Let's play an island first, so that we don't give away... Yeah. Let's not give away what the other color might be. Pillar Flame isn't sorcery anyway, so it's not like I can fire it off right away. Alright. Gotcha. Gotcha, babe. That face she makes, Soul Warden makes, like, she's either deep in thought or is trying not to facepalm. Really hard. Uh-oh. Let's see. So no matter what we're going to get out of Pillar of Flame here, I wouldn't like to keep the 1/1 around for any longer than I have to. And then we can make sure that we hold up Echoing Truth. Not actually Echoing Truth. I'm not using the Brainstorm Fable passage just yet. Not just yet. Alright, pass it right along. There we are. Alright. Normally this would be kind of terrible. Alright, yeah, you gain life. We're just gonna bounce it now. It's fine. It's fine. No worries. No worries. It's okay. They spent 3 mana, we spent 2. Advantage. Totally. Okay. Instead of getting a creature... Yeah, let's brainstorm for an actual win. An actual kill. Jeez. Look at that. That's terrible. Alright. Huh. Okay, then. Fetch. Get ourselves a mountain. There we go. Wouldn't like to use the second Brainstorm just yet. We know they're about to make a 3/3. Yeah, let's just get out the giant real quick. As high as their life total is, they're outside of... Even if we draw a Raking Claws here, they're outside of that range. Oh! Okay. Well, if we kill this, we get a 3/3. That's not too bad. Okay. Brazen Borrower and see if we can... No. Flying 3/3. That's a problem, folks. That's a problem. Alright, Brainstorm? Keep the Spirebluff Canal in hand because we can drop it here. Alright. Submit to? Hello? I said. There we go. I hit the space bar for all the good that did. Alright. Kiln Fiend, and then... Wait. Unleash Fury twice, unless somehow they don't block, which they will block. So we actually kind of messed ourselves up a little bit. If I had kept one of those Spirebluff Canals in hand, I could have played it here so that I have 5 mana next turn. So I goofed a little bit. Little bit. Now, we know the next card too. It's also Spirebluff Canal, so that doesn't help us too much. We can hold up the Brazen Borrower, but that's almost enough mana for them to activate this. We're getting awfully close. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, 2 cards in hand. What are the odds that neither one of them is a land? They have something. Alright, well, we made a mistake. We'll live with it. We'll be okay. We'll make it work. That said, even if there's not another land, watch there be an apparition. Alright. Do that. Alright. What are the odds? They didn't play a land, so at least there's that. And it looked like it went by a little too quickly. This is 6 mana, right? Yep. Bad resolution. 3 and white. Yeah. Yeah, unless I'm missing something. Well, it's not that it went through quickly, because they have an ability, no matter what's in hand, they have something that they could activate here, because of Castle Ardenvale. So, that's not the issue. Aha! Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, let's see. Let's make them do it. Do we have it? Do you have it? Does anyone remember that? Is that just me? Alright. Hiya! This is clearly not bait, opponent. Actually, they should be done no matter what. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we have the double red. So it gets the ability first, 7, then it doubles to 14. So we're going to hit with a 34 power creature here. Because this will go up to 17 and then double. And it has trample. So, yeah. You mean you're at 28 life? What is that? Why do I care? Woo! Alright. You are also the Ula's Temple guy. That's right. So, you have... There's a 1-mana enchantment, blue enchantment, called Quest for Ula's Temple. I think it's at the beginning of your upkeep. Was it reveal the top card of your deck? If it's a creature, put a quest counter on it. When it gets 3 or more, he can play Krakens, Leviathans, Serpents, and Octopuses without paying their mana cost from hand. So the deck was built to try to go turn 1 quest and then shortly thereafter start spamming Kraken and whatnot. And while we definitely didn't have the cards that we would like to make that work, we got you closer. Unfortunately, it doesn't proc off whales, so one of the cards I wanted to get you doesn't work with it, alas. It's not Pursued Whale, it's the one that has, it's actually in Standard, or it's in Arena. Let me pull it up real quick. Gives creatures your opponents control -1/-0, and then it has discard it 1 blue, look at the top 2, add 1 hand, the other to grave. Blue should show up pretty soon here. I could have typed whale as well. Whale, oh whale. Oh wait, maybe it's not in standard. Take a look at historic. See if that does it. Hello? Well, maybe. Oh. Hello? Click. Whenever it feels like. Only when it feels like it. Where'd you go? Maybe it's not worded as discard. Here, let's just type whale and see what happens. Pursued Waker of Whale. Oh, it was more. Okay, it's in this direction of Pursued Whale. Waker Waves, yep, discard and -1. So, cool. Look at the top 2 cards, put one in your hand, the other in your graveyard. There's a deck that I have that'll make use of this card. You'll see later on. I have the deck put together, I just haven't actually played it yet. So, you can be looking forward to that for next time. But to top off this pack opening video, yet another pack opening. And then I'll call it in just a bit. And the police are outside. Not outside. You can hear them going down the highway. That's fun. That's good. That's... And another day of judgment. Oh no, it is getting louder. What is going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the police are coming. Who decided to swat me? Is that... Oh dear. Oh dear. No, now I hear them going away. We're good now. Cast or copy, blah blah blah. Look at the top 3 cards, reveal a land card from among them, put it in your hand, rest them. Okay, gets you more lands. Cool. And then the face you make when you have something sour and you weren't expecting it. Pop quiz. Draw a card, learn. That seems pretty good. Seems okay. Okay. That's gonna be it for me for now. Thank you all for tuning in, for chilling out. No promises that I'll stream tomorrow, but if I do, it's honestly probably not gonna be Magic. Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what it's going to be. But I have a nice little backlog of games I'll be getting to. And depending on who shows up, you know, the usual. If it's Arkham's Knight, I'll play Borderlands. If it's Lightning, I'll play Final Fantasy. But I just have a few other games to get to that I just haven't worked my way through. Or we could all admire the beautiful the cutscenes in QuickTime events. There we go, QTEs and Ninja Blade. And by admire, I mean cringe slowly. All right, take care, everyone. I will catch you all in the next video. Adios.